Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. One more again. We're back. Despite all the efforts of people to stop us, we're back again this week. Time for the eye test, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in. Good evening. We have some interesting subjects to talk with you. Some stuff just busted open a couple of days ago. We want you to participate. Feel welcome. Come on in. Join in the festivities. Join in the fun. I posted the link for everyone who wants to come in. I'm waiting on my co-hosts. Soon people will arrive and we'll be able to get this thing started. And because of the subjects that we're going to discuss, and I think it's three main ones right now, I'm going to wait until everybody gets in before we get started on them. If you're in Atlanta, right now we are taking a round of thunderstorms, and it's kind of inclement weather outside. And yes, I did look on the internet to find out whether I can be on this cell phone, on the computer, on anything while all of that is going on. And they say it's safe. So I guess this will be a running experiment tonight to see whether I get electrocuted during the time that we're talking. So those of you who are out in it, driving in it, probably Red will probably be driving in it on his way home from work. Be safe out there, Red. And anybody else who's driving through anything of this nature, be safe. I thought I heard a thunder boomer right then. At any rate, the Atlanta Falcons steam toward, along with 32 other NFL teams, are steaming toward the draft. We have no idea basically what's going to happen or who it is that we're going to get. We've had hints, but in next weekend we will be in the draft. And one of the persons who is most expert in picking watermelons out of the watermelon patch is that man right there, Winston Thornton. Good evening, sir. How you doing, Bob? Oh man.
How you feel?
Man, shoot, it's thunder booming and raining and wind blowing down here. A couple of days ago, I checked the weather. Huh?
Y'all got storm down there?
Yeah. I guess, during the summer, it'll be so hot that it'll bubble up a cloud like a popcorn, and it'll just boom. The next thing you know, it'll be raining and storming like you got a tornado or hurricane here. And that's what we were going through here. But I looked it up, Winston. They said that you can't get killed broadcasting during a thunderstorm. So, if I was on the landline, I'd probably have hair up top right about now. But they say it's safe. So, we gonna make it on through it. It seems like it's died down a little bit. So, we'll just see. We'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens. You got anything? Oh yeah. That's what I was telling them, y'all. Y'all be safe out there, rolling. I know Red is heading home. or should be heading home in the next few minutes. So, he got that North Star in that car. And see, I'm praying for everybody on the street riding with it. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
And we were supposed to got some rain early. It looked like we were gonna do something, but it ain't never end up happening. We got bad storms last week.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, let's get this party started, cause we got some news. What was it? Day before yesterday, about some revelations.
Early
Or was it this morning? Man. Morning. You know what? See, that's what happens when you take naps. It feels like it's the next damn day. I went to the doctor and went and just rolled around or whatever. Then came home, took a nap. Man, woke up. Man, it's just like it's another doggone day now. Shoot, oh boy. At any rate, then got to get up early in the morning too. So, boy, just like I'm working. But at any rate, let's get to this. Okay, news has come out where supposedly during the hiring process, right before Raheem Morris was hired, that Robert Kraft had a conversation with Arthur Blank, told Arthur Blank in so many words and in not so many words, don't trust Belichick. Don't trust him. And it is intimated that influenced his decision as to who he was going to hire as head coach.
Yeah, what's a bad business?
That's why the title of this show today is Backstabbers.
Come on now.
That's why the title of this show is Backstabber. I'm gonna say this, and then Winston, I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna be short, and I'm gonna let you drive this thing here, cause I'm still thinking about this one. But this is the thing. The man gone from your organization. Y'all had a falling out. Y'all had a parting of the ways, and everything that supposedly took place added up and equal to you firing him. Now that you done fired the man, what the hell? Winston, go ahead. I got that.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna find the article so I can read it for everybody that haven't seen or heard of that article yet. What's going on, Q?
What's up, Buck?
Hey, Winston. Hold up. What did you just say, Winston? Having not seen or heard something. What was that you just said? Having not seen or heard, folks.
Ain't seen or heard in a long time. What Big Boy said to T.I. little brother? Where you been, boy? Where you been?
I just got the invite.
Oh man,
you just got the.
I'm gonna wait a minute. Next time I'm gonna shine the bad signal for you, man. You know the door.
As a wait, hold up. As a board member. As a board member, we'll handle that in an off-site meeting. Ain't no sense.
I've been watching I've been getting the notifications for the people joining and stuff. I've still been watching that.
Okay. Now that enters
into
corporate spying. Man. That sounds like corporate spying now.
John, we gotta have an HR meeting.
Yeah. Without HR. Without HR. But go ahead, Winston. Now, hey,
Uh,
Keely, you know what we talking about first, right?
Yeah, I caught before I came in. I caught a little bit of it.
Okay, I'm gonna let Winston handle that because I'm still
flabbergasted. Befuddled.
yeah.
Hoodwinked.
Yeah.
Um, what's going on, Wallace? What's going on, chat? How y'all feeling? All right. So the article reads on January 15th, 4 days after Kraft bid farewell to Belichick and Foxborough, Falcons owner Arthur Blank met one-on-one with Belichick aboard 295-foot, $180 million super yacht named Dreamboat. More later that
Why?
day
Wait.
in
Winston.
Antigua.
Why they have to say all that? Why they have to say? Look, they had a meeting. Whether it was in the
That,
Waffle House or whether it was on. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He
that
giving
means
the details. He giving the
whoever wrote
details.
yeah whoever wrote this article knows some. They did some research. They done got in deep. Um, it was Belichick's first official job interview since 1998 when he met with Al Davis in Nebraska, then Oakland Raiders. The job went to John Gruden. In a lengthy interview with Blank, Belichick showed no rush, sources said. Blank told colleagues that he was very impressed. I think Blank came away from the boat thinking this was my guy, a source close to Belichick said. Though from his vantage point, any momentum following that meeting seemed to die over the next week. A second meeting was planned with team CEO Rich McKay and other Falcons executives. Despite the friendly first session, the unthinkable happened for a billionaire and a legendary coach. Blank and Belichick checked each other's references. Blank spoke by phone at least twice to Robert Kraft. Among the NFL owners, Blank considered Kraft his closest friend. Publicly, Kraft and Blank have said Kraft expressed owner support and offered praise of his former coach. But in a conversation with Blank, Kraft delivered a stark assessment of Belichick's character, according to a source who spoke to two people, a close Kraft friend and a longtime Belichick confidant. The source quoted the Belichick source as saying to Robert called Arthur to warn him not to trust Bill.
Mm.
I'm gonna say it again. The source quoted the Belichick source as saying Robert called Arthur to warn him not to trust Bill. That account was backed up, the source said, by the close Kraft friend. Therefore, there's two people. Two people that sat there and reported it. And one of Kraft's close friend has confirmed it. All right. The same source said he did not know if Kraft had warned Blank about Belichick's trustworthiness, but he said both Krafts felt betrayed by the coach. I don't think they tried to hurt Belichick, he said, but I don't think they tried to help him either. They weren't going to try to sink him. He was finished as an effective head coach. Just look at his last 4 years in New England. A disaster. If you Arthur Blank, why do you want the headache? A spokesman for Kraft strongly denied that Kraft said anything disparaging about Belichick during the owner's two phone conversations in January. Roberts steadfastly denied saying anything negative to Arthur Blank about Bill Belichick after Robert and Bill mutually agreed to part ways. Patriots spokeswoman Stacey James said, in fact, Robert advocated for Bill to get the job. That sounds that sounds like some bull. But um the comment was consistent with what Kraft has been telling confidants for months. After unprecedented run, after Spygate and Aaron Hernandez, after backing his head coach and moving on from Brady, after disagreements public, cash the Kraft was willing to spend, and private, leaking against each other directly or through associates. The owner had lost trust in Belichick, which was a key reason for the deteriorating working relationship and the end of the Patriot way. A source close to Kraft said Kraft found Bill to be extremely difficult, obstinate, and kind of stubborn, and in the end, not worthy of his trust, and also very, very, very arrogant.
Oh, wait. Was that? Wait a minute. What kind of pause was that, Winston?
Oh no, that's it. That's the end. That's the end of the
Oh,
article.
no. Hey, that's one of the pauses that make it. What else? What else? Okay.
Man.
All right. Well, what you think, Winston?
I mean, I'll tell you.
Keely, what y'all think?
What Keely on you knew on it. Go ahead.
So when I first looked at the article, I looked at the Bleacher Report article earlier today, and I don't know which way to go. Kraft, it said that Kraft denies the report, but I don't know. It's kind of, it's Raheem is here now, so that's kind of how I feel about it. But at the same time, I mean, arrogant, stubborn. I mean, that's been kind of his reputation for the last 10 years anyway. He's been winning rings. My only I think I was listening to 92.9. They were talking about the midday show was talking about it too. And I think they were talking about the same, like that's kind of been his reputation, period, is that he kind of stubborn, kind of, overly confident and whatnot. But he's won rings with that same type of mindset. So I'm in the business of, hey, can you win Atlanta a ring? And that was my mindset when he was interviewing. I didn't care about him being stubborn. I didn't care about that kind of stuff. All I cared was, can he get us a ring? So,
Can you get us over the hump?
yeah, that's all I cared about. Now, whether or not Kraft made that phone call or not, but if it's true, that's a doozy, because that's a guy who went and got you 6 rings. That's a coach that went and got you 6 rings. So I don't know what to believe from the report, because if a former unless it ended terrible, unless it ended bad, I don't see how that relationship could end bad given how many rings that man brought to that organization. But if Kraft did it, that's a doozy, man. I don't know. It's kind of speechless.
Man, this Red loves Dallas, Red loves that sitcom Dallas. And I remember when Dallas first came on, and that was must watch TV every Friday night. Folks stayed home to see who shot JR and all that type of stuff. This sounds like that same type of mess, because okay, the Source brothers are deeply involved in this one. Unnamed, highly reliable, anonymous.
Yeah.
Them Source brothers that messed up some folk from time immemorial. And the first part that I didn't really know. I knew they had a relationship, but Arthur Blank supposedly, Robert Kraft's supposed to be one of his closest friends or whatever as an owner, all that type of stuff. I'm still trying to figure out, why would Robert Kraft say glowing things about his coach and then backstab?
Yeah,
because I'm hearing, Winston, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I'm hearing that both things took place, and that there are reliable sources that said that the backstabbing of Belichick took place. Okay, and isn't that what I got from the article, Winston? Isn't that what the article said?
That's what I got.
Okay, now,
David, stop. What's going on?
the thing about this is that Okay. Bill Belichick, as far as his record is concerned, he made you see, Tonio. You know what Tonio gonna do. Come on in here, Tonio. Don't be doggone just comment. Come on in here so we can talk about that part. But at any rate, okay, Bill Belichick made the draft of the century in picking up Tom Brady. He only had to do it one time. He made one draft. Got Tom Brady, selected him way down there in the 6th, 7th round, whenever it was. And he turned out to be the quarterback for his team and for, the NFL. There are people that are saying that he is the GOAT. Okay, that's another conversation. I don't nominate GOATs. I don't proclaim GOATs, nothing of that nature. When you lose that in the eventual march in the eventual march of time at its conclusion, you are asked, rightfully so, possibly unfair, to duplicate what you did before. You got one GOAT.
Close to it.
Yeah, go get you another. So thing is about that, you can't always duplicate success rapid fire. Rapid fire success is never duplicated. You just can't do it. You can't duplicate rapid fire success. And we're welcoming Mr. C Dub in here, host of Wrestling. The Wrestling.
What's up? Thanks, guys.
That's what we didn't call it wrestling. We call it
wrestling. WRASSLING.
Man, you got
ain't no W. Ain't no W. Ain't no W. It's RASSLIN. Ain't no W.
Well, we'll ask our special guest Saturday.
Yeah.
Special
guest Saturday.
Yeah, man. I was surprised. I couldn't when I asked him, and I'm like going, okay, I'll hear back whenever. Sure. Next thing I know, he goes, well, what about this Saturday? I'm like, huh? Do you talking to me? So this Saturday we're gonna have John Chuckery from 92.9 The Game. So he'll be on the show. We're gonna be talking wrestling, and we'll talk whatever. God knows we haven't heard anything from him. I don't even know if what he thought about Kirk Cousins being our quarterback.
Well, there was a situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
there was a situation. So, and I don't, out of respect for Chucker, and I don't know why I'm having it because me and him, we used to just go at it.
Well, I would hope y'all come by because I would love for because this is going to be it's our open forum show that I'm doing. I try to do like open talk type deal. So I will, we're just going to be chatting wrestling, and even I will be throwing Falcons at them too because we haven't heard from them.
But
I don't know.
I hated his Desmond Ritter takes. I
did too. I did too.
Yeah, well, I mean, and see, one thing about Chucker, he's gonna speak his mind no matter what anybody says, and see, he's. I've really interacted with him for a very long time because he and who was the coach of the Toronto Raptors? They had a show together. Sam Mitchell. Yeah, him and Sam Mitchell had a show together, and that was the first time that I had, it was the second time because he used to be on and off, and standing in for various people when they were on vacation and stuff like that. And we used to go round and round on Matt Ryan, the Falcons, all that type of stuff. And I finally met him in person at I think training camp.
Yeah. Okay.
At training camp, and we talked for a second or whatever, but he had to go back on the radio and everything. But thing is, mutual respect. Might not be mutual like, but mutual respect. That's where our relationship is, or whatever. But going back to the topic, and April says hello. Oh no, don't apologize, man. I'm just glad.
How you doing, April? How you doing?
And going back to the subject, and what we're talking about, C-Dub, is the Belichick backstabbing.
Okay, yeah. I saw the thing, and I was just like, where are we going with this one? I got to hear this.
Oh yeah, well, you see, I put Loki up there.
Yeah. Look, I like Marvel.
Ron, what's going on, Ron?
Ron, man, look now, Ron.
He pulled up.
Come on in, Ron. Get on in here, so we can get to fussing. But at any rate, let me go back to this. Let me go back. See, the man. Okay, duplicating success like that. That's going to be hard because see, thing is, once the roller coaster ride is over with, it's over. It's over, and you are very, very fortunate. And gentlemen, you all, while I'm talking, can you think of someone who replaced somebody immediately after having similar success like that, like Tom Brady? My memory fails me. My memory fails me. Somebody has. It's something that tells me that somebody has, but it's very rare. I mean, it's very rare.
I mean, I was gonna say we've seen coaches get new life with a new quarterback. Like, I mean, my first thought is your boy out there in KC. He had McNabb and then lost his job once McNabb got toast, and then drafted another quarterback. Well, no, he traded for Alex Smith, and then drafted because he did make the playoffs a couple of times with Alex Smith. So you've seen coaches get new life once they get another quarterback, and it doesn't always happen like that because I know that he tried to replace McNabb with Foles and didn't have as much success off the bat in Philly. And then eventually,
that whole junction, because didn't they try to go with Foles? Didn't they try to go with Vic also?
They tried to go with Vince Young. They tried to go with a lot of the quarterbacks at that time.
Now, because I was going to ask, are we talking quarterbacks or are we talking coaches?
I'm talking coaches that got new life after getting another quarterback.
Yeah, because see, Tom Brady was the immovable piece in New England. They would trade anything and everybody and anything, around him, but Tom Brady was that. Okay, he wasn't going to move.
Well, that doesn't mean he didn't try though. He definitely tried to replace him a couple times.
Yeah.
He's like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
He definitely tried to replace him.
Now, Keely, was that before a Super Bowl win? Was any of the times that he tried? Well, it had.
Yeah,
one of them.
He didn't want to get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo. Because he thought Jimmy was supposed to be. Jimmy was supposed to step in, and they were gonna walk Brady out the door. He tried to replace Brady a whole bunch of times. He kept drafting quarterbacks.
He got Brissett. He got Garoppolo. He got
Jared Stidham was supposed to be.
Jared Stidham
was supposed to be one.
Yeah, he was a bum. He was a bum.
Boy, you ain't lying on that one. Poor Denver.
Garoppolo took it and went on that run. And he was looking good. And Tom Brady hurried up and got his ass back in that facility and back on the field.
Hey, hold on. Garoppolo's looking good. Then he got hurt, didn't he? It was like during that whole when Brady got suspended. Garoppolo had some really good games, and didn't he get hurt in the third game?
Garoppolo took it that run. What was he? He played.
I thought he got hurt in the third game because I remember
Brady
Brissett
was
playing the
suspended
fourth
for
game.
what?
Or maybe
And,
I'm just misremembering because I can't remember.
And welcome, Ron. Good to see you
up?
tonight, boss.
What's
You
up?
know, I want to give everybody that comes in a welcome. Appreciate you guys coming in to discuss this
Overall,
topic.
Jimmy Garoppolo got a 14-3 record as a Patriot.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I had forgotten about that. And see, this is the thing. This is the thing. Okay. You know, we don't know what Garoppolo would have or could have done if he had stayed there and been Tom Brady's replacement after a successful trading of Tom Brady. But didn't Brady and Kraft have a relationship also?
Yeah.
That's why he didn't get traded.
Tom Brady went to Kraft. And they were buddy. And Bill Belichick was like, you know what? Tom Brady need to go. We need to trade him. And Robert Kraft, like, nah, this my homie right here. This my road dog right here. I trust my road dog right here before I trust the backer, Jimmy, or whoever. In my opinion.
Brady definitely went over his head
Right.
to Kraft a couple times. I think it was most
Like,
notably the
3 times.
It may have been 3. I know it was that last year that he stayed there. He went to Kraft because there was tension over he had took so many discounts, home team discounts,
Right.
and and when it finally was time to pay up, Bill didn't want to pay him.
they had this. Hey, Winston. They had the short arm attack. They had the alligator arms. Like, oh, we like to pay. Oh, we can't just reach that money. We're sorry. We ain't got that money.
It was on the top shelf. I thought I left it on the middle shelf.
I thought I put it at the bottom, but I put it at the...
Let me go get the stuff too. I'll be right back. You stay still. I'll be right back.
I think Brady said that first year when he signed a Temple, that was the most money he made.
Yeah.
In the season, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
All right. So Jimmy Garoppolo, Brady was suspended in 2015. Jimmy Garoppolo, he was suspended for what, 6 games. Jimmy Garoppolo went 5-0. They beat Jacksonville, they beat Dallas, Miami, Washington, and Miami. Oh no, hold on. They beat Jacksonville, Dallas, Miami. Oh, he went 4-0. He missed the last game. I think he got hurt in that game against I guess he got hurt. But they went 4-0.
He's also had success with Matt Castle, so it's not like
Castle was in there too.
It's not like Brady was just irreplaceable, I guess, because Brady proved that if I can get a quarterback in here, like we could keep it moving. He just picked the wrong quarterback at the end to replace Brady, and that just kind of you know what? I can't even say he picked the wrong quarterback at Mac Jones. It just you can't have a defensive coordinator as your offensive coordinator.
See, that's what I was going to get to. See now,
what's going on?
Oh, yeah, Uncle Steve is watching.
Yeah, they just did a mock draft on Bigelow and Smitty's, and yeah, they oh god, it's funny watching.
They just got off.
Yeah, watching 5 people do a mock draft is hilarious. It really is.
No, okay.
And
see, I didn't see that.
Yep.
Yeah, because tonight is a kind of a loaded night because the Hawks are playing in the play-in. And yeah, see what y'all saying. See, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm just gonna leave that alone. But see, this right here, Number one for Falcons fans. Stuff like this that goes on in our organization goes on everywhere. It's intrigue, mystery, mayhem, murder, everything. It goes on all over the NFL. Goes on all over the NFL. It's not just us, ladies and gentlemen. And sometimes it crosses over like it did with us. Because, you know, and going back to the article that Winston quoted, now, you know, when you fire a coach, it's a situation where, you know, it could go one of three ways. Neutral, positive, we appreciate what you did for the franchise, but it was time to do something else, blah, 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 blah. Or, man, that joker won't work. 2 flies, dead, squished, and sprayed. Get him out of here. I didn't like him. I couldn't get along with him. This and that and all that type of stuff. Yeah, and you've seen it. You've seen acrimony between an owner and a coach, or a general manager and a coach, happen right in front of your eyes. Now, one thing to Arthur Blank's credit, has he ever badmouthed anybody who's left here?
No, not that I know of.
Bobby Petrino, but that's everyone should have. Yeah, everybody should have badmouthed him. But that's you know.
I would say
Did he really badmouth Bobby Petrino?
Oh.
I mean, I think later on he definitely did, but yeah, I don't think I've recalled Arthur ever going at someone.
I think he also had words for Jim Moore Jr. too.
Yeah, I think, or he's been,
He should.
Now, okay.
But
Now,
he
remembering
that
that
behind closed doors,
thank
like
you.
that conversation that Kraft had with that confidant, and it came out to the forefront.
Right.
Yeah, think about it. Like, we were looking at Bill Belichick way back in January.
Yeah.
Way back in January. So for that to come out now, almost halfway through April, I mean, come on now, like that. Somebody he thought was a friend wasn't really a friend. Somebody was looking for a payday. Somewhere along the line. Like I said it when we first had Raheem Moore. I said something happened between the time of that second interview to now. Something had to happen because it for us to shift that majorly after sitting there spending all that attention and focus on Bill Belichick just to go with an entirely different half. Don't get me wrong. I love the Raheem hire too, but this one was pretty much in the bag. All you were waiting for the receipt to come from the cashier. Your groceries was already bagged up. Already paid for them, bagged up. All you were waiting for the receipt to walk out the store.
I agree.
And then Raheem, breaking news. Raheem Morris is the new head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. Something had to happen between point A and point B.
I want to ask y'all. And I kept on reading that article like 4 or 5 different times. And to me, it was like, well, we're not winning championships no more. So I cannot trust you. Well, did you have that same energy when you was winning Super Bowls and stuff like that? Did you trust him then?
Shoot. I don't think. What I got from the article was it was more to the point of the more Belichick power grew within the organization, the more he became the GM and he's making all the moves and all the money moves and the draft picks and everything. And he's pretty much running the organization.
Right.
His ego came out.
Well, both of them got ego.
I mean, one's a billionaire.
Yeah,
but then the other one,
right.
You know what I'm saying? The other is an employee. Don't get me wrong; he's a very valuable employee, but he's still an employee.
Right.
But you can sit there and see how Belichick sit there and have press conferences and the way he started the sideline, you can sit there and see it. He got it. Arthur Smith is very Belichicking.
Right.
Where they
Oh,
think
yeah.
they the biggest, baddest, smartest person in the room in any room,
Right.
and you can't tell me shit.
Mhm.
But one has 6 Super Bowls to show that hey,
right.
you really can't tell me shit. The other one just egotistical. So, but I mean, like, I think that Belichick really got to the point of thinking that the
His shit
Patriots
that
was
was
his.
fake.
Yeah, that the Patriots was his, and Robert Kraft was just the money man, and
What?
that probably rubbed him wrong. And but then you got to look at it. You got to look at how Kraft was with Brady. They were
Right.
2 peas in the pod. That was his dog. So, all
Right.
right, how many times, like we just said, how many times he said that draft a quarterback? How many times he didn't draft a quarterback, try to get him in there, try to slip him in one way or another? Jacoby Brissett, Stidham,
Mhm.
Garoppolo.
Right.
Like
Matt Jones.
he kept trying to slide him in.
Right.
Well, Mac Jones came after Brady,
Yeah, Mac
but
Jones came after. So
Garoppolo, like, yeah, y'all don't remember at the end of that season, they went to war.
Right.
Brady, Belichick, and Kraft. They had a little battle, and Brady was about to leave. Brady said, "If y'all keep him, I'm gone."
Mhm.
And that's how Garoppolo ended up
Yeah.
getting out of the way.
49ers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how that ended up going down. So if and then Belichick took and went to Kraft and said and told Kraft, "Hey, Brady doesn't have it anymore. We need to move on from him. We need to
Right.
go ahead get our quarterback of the future and keep it pushing. Let him go. I done did it to everybody else. I'll let you go a year before, a year early, instead of waiting
Right.
a year later." And what did Brady do? Brady took and won the Super Bowl. That left a sour taste in Kraft's mouth. And he done came out, and that's on record. He done said that out of his own mouth. When Belichick told me to let him go, and then he took and won the Super Bowl, he was like, "That should have been our fucking Super Bowl." That's word for word what he said.
Yeah.
So I mean, I definitely I can sit there and I can see that Kraft made that call.
Mhm.
I can definitely see that he
And not
made
only
that call.
that, but it was probably. I mean, I think it was over. You know, he got comfortable being in New England, like you said. He felt like this was his team, and it's like Kraft basically was like, "I'm done. I'm sick of you." Got rid of him,
Yeah, I mean you
and
ain't winning no more.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's the key point, though. Like he has no ground to get rid of him unless he's actually losing. Like as much as there's conflict, if he's
Right.
still going to the playoffs and winning 14, 15 games and all that, like you can't
Suck it
justify
up.
firing. Yeah, you can't justify firing the greatest coach in NFL history
Oh, I
who's
agree.
still winning
Yeah.
14 games.
This my problem. He put Bill Belichick on that step ladder. You basically
Yeah.
Robert Kraft created a monster. Not keep it 100. You put Bill Belichick up there. Oh, you gonna be the GM. You gonna be the head coach. You gonna this basically your team. Basically. And now when the shit hit the fan, you want to come out. Oh, you got to go, MF. Then my
But
motherfucking team. Well, you put Bill Belichick up there.
he was in a
But I
well, the
mean
Patriots was in a
he
position
earned it
of
though.
desperation. Yeah.
He earned it.
So in order to get him
Mhm.
from the Jets, they had to offer that.
Right.
Because that's the kind of control. Didn't he have a GM position with the Jets, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
that's what
going
I'm
to be.
Was
saying.
he a GM though?
I
I
think he
believe
was
so.
I
supposed to
thought
be.
he just was a head coach.
No, so the thing was, in order to pull him from the Jets, they kind of had to offer, like, throw everything at him.
The GM part ever. I guess.
Yeah, I know that wasn't his first GM role though. I'm just trying to think at what stop. Was it Cleveland or was it? I'm looking it up now. So in Cleveland, he was de facto general manager from 1992 to 1995. That's
Mhm.
what So he already had a general manager role when he was in Cleveland. So New England wasn't his first time having a general manager role.
Mm.
But I think in order to get him from the Jets, because he was only with the Jets for a very small, like a season.
Right.
He was the assistant. He was the assistant on the Parcel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he was supposed to take over, and in order to get him away from them, I think they had to throw everything at him.
Mm.
And welcome to the troublemaker,
What's up,
Tonio.
What's up, Tony?
Troublemaker / building security /
field reporter.
You don't get too close to him or you'll get slashed. I just want to emphasize slash. Give you a razor massage from the neck down. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Now, hey Tonio, you go ahead and talk about this, cause see, I'm still about this one. What you think? Hey, Tonio, you got to cut that mic on.
It might work a little bit better.
Okay, my bad.
He was like, "Let me pontificate."
I know you were cussing. We couldn't hear you, but I saw your lips.
Not at all. In my personal opinion, though, I believe like once Kraft knew Belichick was gone, and he was down in Atlanta, and he was on the boat, and if it went the way that we all thought it went, Belichick probably knew, and with Blank feeling the way that he felt, he probably felt like it was in the bag for him, and a lot of us felt like it was in the bag for him. But I think once Kraft knew that he pretty much was feeling like he had it in the bag, I don't put nothing past the white man. I think that he actually did sabotage that dude. I honestly felt like he did sabotage. I believe he called Blank, and he was like, "What's up, old Artie?" And Artie Smith, and they chopped it up, whatever.
I know.
And he was like, "Look, I'm just gonna give you some real advice. Don't tell nobody I told you this, though. But you don't want to make that hire." And Arthur Blank gonna listen to him. That's one of his good friends. From a business standpoint, he wasn't gonna go against Kraft. And then it's mighty funny. Nobody else picked Belichick up either.
And see,
nobody.
That is something else too, because
nobody picked him up.
Nobody did anybody interview him. I don't think anybody interviewed him either. Ain't
nobody interviewing. He gonna
be
and even the people that showed interest in him, Kraft being who he is, it ain't nothing but a phone call. Nothing but a phone call. Like, don't even entertain dude. And like I said, I know Kraft was salty because Belichick is the reason why Brady left. And then the next year Brady won the Super Bowl. You don't think Kraft was salty about that at all? I know he was salty as hell.
That was a firecracker. I mean, he said it. He said that's supposed to be our fucking Super Bowl. He said that's supposed to be our fucking Super Bowl. Okay,
you done chased my boy away, and now you done went and got him another ring somewhere else. That let him know that, hey, I probably could have did without the coach, and I could have kept Brady and got another coach and probably still won another ring.
You know what that reminds me of? Think about it. I'm gonna give you a second.
Dallas Cowboys. Got rid of Jimmy Johnson.
Yep.
Brought in Barry Switzer.
All day.
Yep.
That's what this is reminding me of.
I believe
that's what this is reminding me of. And because Jerry Jones, okay. Now I don't think that with the dissimilarities in the situation, I didn't get any vibes that Jimmy Johnson was thinking above his head, if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't think he was doing that, but it was Jerry Jones in the bar that night talking about, I don't need no Jimmy Johnson. I can do this with anybody, blah, 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 blah. And the other dissimilarity was the fact that they weren't changing quarterbacks, so they didn't let the quarterback go. But it was, this seems mighty similar to what happened down there in Dallas. Now, one thing that I'm, just thinking about this thing and just examining it from all of the many angles that present themselves. Ron, now you said that he put Belichick up there on that pedestal. He did.
Right.
You're absolutely right. He put him up there on the pedestal, but didn't he earn it?
Yeah.
Thinking about it, didn't he earn that spot?
You gotta look at it. All those Super Bowls speak for itself. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, just like I had said, and I'm still thinking, I don't think there is anybody that has ever been looking for a job that come to you with a resume like Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
There was nobody that has ever come to you with a resume like Bill Belichick. And because of that, there is a certain amount of, and I'm just going to say it, there's a certain amount of unavoidable arrogance that comes with being the best.
Bravado.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you look.
You think you
shit. Can't help it. You can't help it. And just like Winston was saying in the interviews, he was sounding like Greg Popovich.
Right.
he halfway didn't want you interviewing him.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, what do you think about this play?
Mm.
What do you think about it?
Well, when you look at that, you got to look at the fact that the same way he was acting in interviews, he probably was acting the same way.
Right.
Yeah.
He think his shit don't stink. And Robert Kraft was like, you know what, it do. And it's stinking. It's been stinking for a long time. Now I got to cut you off. I got to cut you off. I got to let you go.
Here's something that
you give him so much power to the point where, okay, you the coach, you the GM, you damn near everybody but the owner.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's no longer like it's like when you look at a king and then you look at the peasants. Like Belichick wasn't no peasant. He wasn't a court jester. He wasn't a prince. He basically looked at himself as another king.
No, he sees himself as an emperor.
And two kings can't rule the same kingdom.
This is a dictatorship.
Yeah.
There's no democracy. What I say go point blank.
Exactly.
This is it.
Here's another
you get
thing.
your ass in line too.
We're getting raided, guys.
We're being raided by the Dixon Way.
It's halftime.
What's going on?
Yeah, we being raided by the Dixon Way. That lets you know we have arrived. We a show.
We made it.
We a real show now.
We made it, guys. We made it.
Breeze, Magic Man, Dr. Dixon, Ripper, Marion Frank 2.0. Thank y'all for coming through. Everybody that's in the chat, if y'all not subscribed to the Dixon Way, man, it's great. The best live commentary show in the game, man. I'm telling you.
You won't regret it.
All Atlanta sport, Georgia sport, any game, baseball, football, basketball, he's on top of his covenant, play by play. The best you can get.
Join the fam too. They are great. They really are. They have really good content. I want to go back to what Keely said real quick, because before you do that,
before you do that, C-Dub, let me shout them out, and that's them. Let me shout them out right quick, and you can get right to it there. Okay, C-Dub. Hey, late Dixon Way, man, we really appreciate you guys coming through. As Winston said, and as everybody here on the panel said, man, glad you guys recognize us and putting us on blast the way you are. And ladies and gentlemen, if you headed down the expressway, ain't got no internet, your satellite radio ain't been paid for, your antenna broke, turn that phone on and put it on the Dixon Way. They brought me from Detroit with a Hawks game. Was it a Hawks game or no? It was a Falcons game with the commentary, and it was great because I was able to keep up with it and paint that picture that you paint in your mind when you listen to a radio broadcast.
That's what I wanted to say. He does a good job of play-by-play.
He really does.
Like an old school. I don't know what you would call him, but he does it just like how you listen in on the radio to a game.
Mm-hmm. Old school announcer like a Larry Munson.
Yeah,
like a Larry Munson.
Dan Scully or somebody.
Yeah. That is for the home team, and I can imagine him talking right now. Because see, otherwise I'd be done. If we weren't on tonight, I'd probably be done peeped in there to see what was going on the stream, or whatever. But ladies and gentlemen, check him out. All right, hey, C-Dub, go ahead with your thought there, sir. Sorry.
No. It's your show. I appreciate y'all just letting me be on. But no, Keely said something, and it's like this. If Belichick was winning, you're not really, we don't know if we're going to hear this argument. We don't know if this comes out. So, and it's like, well, you weren't going to fight. Well, he had bad seasons, so you were able to let him go. And that's what the fact is. And what Winston's saying, if Bob Kraft decided to go scorch earth and basically call Artie, or, Antonio said too, call Artie and say, yo, man, nah, and listen to your people because he's going to go scorch earth there too, then I don't know how to say, but the thing is this. We may see Belichick again. We don't know. But I kind of am like this. It is wild, like we all keep going back to. The man has the overqualified resume and can't get a job. He couldn't attract anyone else but the Falcons.
You know what's funny?
I mean, that is something.
You know what's funny, though?
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
If you look at the week turnaround, because it wasn't even a week, you go from being on the boat. I mean, not the little boat, but you on the big boat.
Yeah. Oh, you on the boat?
You on the big boy boat. And I'm pretty sure, like Belichick. I don't even think Belichick ever left. I think he stayed on the boat and probably went cruising with his family, whatever. And
went to Chick-fil-A.
Not even a week later, when he was supposed to meet up for his second interview, you don't think that Arthur Blank already had that phone call? That interview didn't last that long because 9 times out of 10, you get a second interview within a week.
How many times
if that phone call had never been made, he would be the head coach right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, guys, how many times have we seen it where someone's getting a job, they have to call the references? That doesn't technically happen in the NFL. And then all of a sudden, we're calling a reference or a reference called us. Well, so, yeah, this is some interesting stuff. Let's just put it that way.
Do you think Belichick put all his eggs in one basket?
Yeah, and Kraft knows him better than anybody.
Well, I'm talking about. I'm saying as far as the lack of the lack of interviews everywhere else. Do you think Bill Belichick put all his eggs in the Atlanta basket? I'm asking. Do you think he assumed that it was a slam dunk?
Yeah,
based off the first interview.
Yeah.
Blank gave him every right to think that the job was his until that phone call was made.
Right. Based on that first interview, I think Bill Belichick was like, I got this. I got it.
Well, didn't it come out that Belichick basically was the person that Arthur Blank was trying to get because of the fact that he didn't want to go with another unproven assistant.
Right.
So, and then on top of that, as being the most qualified person in the pool, he automatically, you could reasonably expect that he would be the one that would be chosen, barring a bombshell or something of this nature happening. Just like, and I'm going to refer to the presidential election. If that FBI report hadn't come out about Benghazi and Hillary Clinton, was that? I might be mixing them, but that FBI report, if that FBI report hadn't come out, Hillary Clinton would have been your next president.
Right.
That's true.
Okay. You know, that's what I'm saying. And this is the same thing. Go ahead.
I think every year we see head coaches get fired every year.
Mm-hmm.
How we know the next one that get fired, Bill Bad, they call Bill Belichick up, be like, hey, we want you to be our head coach. What I'm trying to say, I don't think this be the last time we see Bill Belichick.
I think so.
I think soon.
I think he's done.
I think soon we see the right team, okay, for instance, an example, the 49ers. If they go, if they fuck up, if Mike Shanahan or Kyle Shanahan fuck up this year, hey, Bill Belichick, can you come over here?
Nah, 49ers not hearing that.
Ooh, I don't know about that, Ron. I know.
They're not gonna sit there and go. They're not gonna sit there and go. Oh, when you got a young man, you think like Shanahan and them like 40, 42. If they,
but him and the GM and the head coach are tied at the hip.
But what I'm trying to say, if your young mind cannot get it done in the big game, who better off Bill Belichick?
They would rather deal with it than bring Belichick in.
You gotta think about
it. The management and ownership, they don't want no parts of Belichick.
But we forget one thing: he know how to win the big game. That's all it matters.
But do you want the drama though?
Tom Brady know how to win a big game, not Belichick.
No, you can't do that, man. You can't separate both of them because they were like Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
Oh well, let's not talk about those two now.
But what I'm saying, he knows how to win the big game. I would take the drama if I'd win the Super Bowl.
But how many big games has he won without Brady at the quarterback? He didn't win any big games in Cleveland.
Okay,
none.
How many Super Bowls Bill Belichick got? Right? Let's keep it funky here.
And we got it with Brady. He got it with Brady. And other two, he got what Parcells was holding in his hand. He ain't got nothing by himself.
Red. Brady didn't ball in all of those Super Bowls.
Yeah, exactly. Brady wasn't the king in all of them.
Like when you hold the greatest offense in the league to like 14 points, like you can't say that's on Brady.
Yeah.
Right. You tell me Bill Belichick did not do nothing?
He's a defensive guy, man.
I ain't saying he do nothing.
Trust me.
They played the greatest show on turf.
Right.
The greatest show on turf and held them to how many points?
Like less than 10?
It wasn't no less than 10. It was 17.
It was
17.
Look, it's been a long time.
I'm going to keep it all the way 100 because the simple fact is Brady didn't beat us. We beat ourselves.
Okay, yes, we beat ourselves, but
Belichick didn't beat us. We beat ourselves.
But
Brady did throw for 500 yards.
Yeah, he did. Hold on. You got to do something.
No, now, hold on. Now, I just checked. Now, A. Keely, to your point, I just checked that yesterday. We did a better job on defense than Philadelphia did the next year. Because we held him to 4. I think it was close to 500, though, gentlemen. It was close to 500. 466 yards passing to 505 yards passing the next year. And the reason I remember this, I was fussing with somebody yesterday.
Here's my thing. Our defense played 90-some snaps. That's
and yeah, that too.
that's
Agree.
atrocious.
92. 92 to be exact.
Yeah,
And plus,
the
go
average
ahead, Keith. I'm sorry.
the,
Go ahead,
the
Keith.
average is like 60 a game. So our defense played equivalent of a game and a half. That Super Bowl, and
Because they wouldn't run the ball.
well, the other part
When
of
did they
it was
ball?
the other part of it was they had to come. They had to get into a zone. They couldn't keep playing man, because of the number of snaps, and Brady just started picking them all apart. So Brady did his part in that second half. So when our quarterback disappeared, their quarterback was like
Trying to
going
cook.
ham.
Right.
Yeah.
He started cooking.
Yeah, because he
Brady took
threw.
That Super Bowl, he took a set 3 record. Most passes in a game was 62. Most
62.
completion 43. Most completion 43, and most passing yards 466. Which he broke when he played Philly.
Yeah, and because when you coming from behind, you got to throw. And one thing New England would do, they don't go for the bomb all the time. They pick.
No.
They try to pepper you,
Yeah.
pick you,
Right.
pick you,
Mhm.
and wear you out.
They ain't got nobody.
That's what they did.
They ain't got nobody to go for the bomb, John. Most of the time, unless they had Randy Moss, they didn't have nobody to go for the bomb with.
Yeah,
You got to think about it. Like our defense was filled up of rookies. Deion Jones, Keanu Neal, Grady Jarrett.
Alford.
What?
No, Alford wasn't a rookie. my bad.
Alford was.
All them guys were playing in the Super
Connor
Bowl
Neal.
too.
So we did have the young corner, the LSU corner.
Jalen Collins. That was his second year.
Yeah.
Devondre Campbell. Devondre Campbell came out in that draft too. All them boys were all rookies. All them boys were rookies.
Playing in the Super Bowl.
Did Rasheed Hageman come out in that draft too?
No.
Yeah, Rasheed. Rasheed.
No.
He got
Not
a
in
sack.
that draft.
Rasheed came out.
Yeah, he did. He got a sack. He got a sack in the Super Bowl.
Not in that draft. He didn't come out in that draft.
What? It was the year before.
Yeah, year before.
I think he might have came out with Vic Beasley the year before.
Wait a minute. Hard Knocks was 2015.
Right.
Okay.
No.
No, Hard Knocks was 2014.
Yeah, because that was the year Steven Jackson was running. He was running back.
It was the year Mike Smith got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he came out the year before him. Or 2 years.
No. Wait a minute. Was Brian Cox?
Beasley came out in 15.
Wait a minute. Was Brian Cox defensive line coach in 2015? I thought Quinn hired him.
No. Mike Smith hired Cox.
Yeah, Mike Smith hired. I thought Mike Smith hired him.
He did, because Cox was on the team when we was on Hard Knocks. Cox was still coaching the team.
Plus,
Devontae
when his rookie year, it was Devontae rookie year, because I remember the scene where he was in the tub in the apartment, because he was looking for a place to stay on Hard Knocks.
And he should
have right. Yeah. I remember.
That's where he should have stayed, in that damn apartment in the tub, and kept his ass there.
So that was his rookie year. That was 2014.
Yeah, you're right. 2014.
So Rasheed Hageman was drafted in 14 then, right?
Yes, sir.
Because he was on Hard Knocks. He was on Hard Knocks with all of them.
Because Brian Cox was cussing him out. I remember.
Yeah, he was getting his ass. He was getting his ass worked on Hard Knocks, boy, by Cox.
He needed that.
Grady's second year. Correction, my bad, y'all. That was Grady's second year. I knew him and Vic Beasley came out together. Because we took Vic in the first, and Grady came in the fifth.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I thought. Yeah, it was
The
the
rookies
fifth.
that year was. Now our first 4 draft pick were all starter. Keanu Neal, Deion Jones, Austin Hooper, Devondre Campbell, and then we had Wes Schweitzer and Devin Fuller. So the 2015 draft, that's where we got Vic Beasley. All right, so we got Vic Beasley, Jalen Collins, Tevin Campbell, Justin Hardy, Grady Jarrett, Jake Rogers, and Akeem King.
That was
So the
Quinn's
majority
first
of your
draft.
team, yeah, that was Quinn's first job.
Okay.
I swear, all
So
somebody got to do is look it up on the computer.
I just looked it up.
Yo, he's looking at the
Yeah, he's looking
laptop
it up right now.
Oh, okay.
That's hey Red. That's what's flashing in the TV screen. He ain't lit nothing yet.
Okay.
Hold on. Winston has a crystal ball, and he's going,
Yeah.
tell me the draft.
I didn't think he could. I didn't think he could create like that now on the wheel.
Oh, come on, man.
I
Winston's
know,
got
I know Red getting that.
Red,
Yeah,
he has a camera on him.
He's
Red,
looking
he
at
has
the
a camera
computer,
on him.
man.
Y'all know
But
Red.
hey, look. Hey,
Red
Wilson.
is
See,
getting
that's one of your good friends too, Wilson. This is the name of the show, the Backstabbers. You know,
Hey, Winston, I'm trying to lift you up, my man.
It just come from anywhere.
Winston, I'm trying to lift you up, my man. I ain't trying to throw you down, man.
I mean, the backstab just come from anywhere. Oh, there's one in mine. And you can, what was that? Et tu, Brutus?
Oh, God.
But all right, so 1, 2, 3. So six of our defensive starters for that Super Bowl was in their first 2 years of the NFL. 3 rookies, 3 second year players.
Yeah.
Playing 93 snaps on defense. Majority of them dropping in coverage because Brady threw the ball 62 times. So 62 out of 93. Come on now. No, ran the ball 29 more times.
They did good. They did good because the following year, Brady only threw 49 or 50 passes and had 505 yards of offense.
Right.
Okay, so if you look at the yardage given up or whatever, they gave up more yards without having to go overtime with fewer passes than we did. Okay, and they were in catch-up mode. So
hold on. C double.
Yeah.
Duck down for a minute.
That's him.
Yeah.
Got one.
Hold on. That was my DJ picture. And also when I would work in wrestling, I wear my shades, I would wear my black shirt, my little skull cap, and I would be playing DJ during the intermission, and then I still have to be calling commentary. So yeah.
It looked like you in the studio about to
oh yeah, I was gonna cut a hard record, man. I was gonna cut an LP big time. Like, yeah.
But oh man.
Hey, Keely,
wait a minute, who that went? Wait a minute, somebody went to jail right quick. I saw some bricks behind. Oh yeah, that was Keely. What man? Look here, hold up, Keely, don't do that. Don't do that, man.
I was close to doing the bricks once.
Man, somebody went to look here, somebody went to jail right quick.
This is what happens when you don't know how to make logos and stuff, so you just go with whatever you can find.
Oh yeah, I've had the bricks behind me, but hey, it is what it was. But
hey, nice piano there, Keely. I like it, man.
Appreciate it.
Can't wait for him to do a little John Legend at the end of the show.
Keely, is that a decorative piece, or do you know what to do with that thing back there?
I know a couple chords.
Oh, okay. Hey, look, Keely, that's just 3 fingers, man.
No, I know some major sevens. I got you.
Oh, okay. All right.
I hope Keely don't play the piano like he caddied golfers.
Oh, come on, man.
I would have thought Keely would have had like an armory behind him, like a gun rack or some shit.
He can't be drawing too much attention. He can't be drawing too much attention.
I'm surprised Keely don't have a picture of Mel Gibson Lethal Weapon on the back.
Hey, Keely,
I can hit any shot I can make.
Remember when we first met and you had that background and I just said somebody ran in the back and you turned around and looked?
That's wrong.
Oh boy. Well, all right now. Well, I guess suffice it to say, just like Keely said in the very beginning, we have Raheem Morris as our head coach, but
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And we made our selection as head coach, and I'm satisfied with it. We'll just see what happens when game time comes. And it's news like this when it comes up. It's not relevant, but it's interesting.
I think if you see Belichick again, he'll probably be in the booth.
Possibly.
He's gonna be on. He doing a draft show with
Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee.
So I'm thinking you'll see him in the booth.
God.
And now I want to know.
Dejounte Murray is gonna be on Sports Center. I'm just letting y'all know.
If they could pull it off, they
Yeah,
would.
I'm watching that right now. That was all right. They got to win the game though first.
Regardless if they win, he just made Sports Center.
Oh, with the dunk.
Yeah. He playing.
Oh, that's why you reacted like that, Keith. Oh, okay. You saw it. All right. Well, I ain't looking at it. I can't stand to look at it right now.
I got the ESPN
5-point game.
Yeah. 80-85.
Well, you're just forestalling the inevitable.
Yeah.
John sounds like
That's all you're doing.
I'm trying to figure out why hasn't Trae Young shaved? This dude got a damn grandpa beard up around here, man. He got one of them ZZ Top beards growing around.
That man beard is his hair color red. It's the ZZ Top.
Look. If he's trying to grow the goatee out, I'm not going to hate on it. But yeah, it does look like he needs to shave.
He about to start singing. I'm a sharp dressed man in a minute.
He needs to put some weight on. That's what he need to do. He need to get in the gym and put on about 15 pounds, and they won't be banging him around like a pinata.
It'd be nice if we
we
gonna turn this into a Hawks broadcast if we ain't careful.
Yeah,
he wouldn't be able to carry it. It'd be do you remember when Steph Curry tried to do that? Steph Curry tried to do the exact same thing. He tried to load up and get up to what he got up to, like 205. Couldn't do nothing with it. He had to end up dropping weight in the season.
Now he lost it, but he still maintained the strength. The thing is, Trae Young just needs to get strong because the way that he shoots, and he's had shoulder situations, shoulder injuries, things of that sort. And that comes from being weak and trying to force the ball up. So, you might not put the pounds on, but you could definitely afford to get stronger.
He needs to grow a couple feet as well. So
unless you got a stretcher. But yeah, you ain't doing that. But now, I would love to see contact the best defending point guards out there and work with them. Don't work. Your game's your game. Work on just trying to get in the way. Work on defense. Work on just trying to be somewhat of
free throws.
Who's missing three throws? Damn it!
Who is
DeAndre Hunter?
Oh man, that man is worthless. Tits on the warthog. Sorry. I was trying
That's another.
Ain't he, John? Ain't he a waste of money? I tell you,
man. That's another one. Him and Bogey. Them jokers couldn't shoot drugs with a skinny needle and a fat vein.
I tell you.
I mean, they couldn't hit the water with a boat. There are times Bogey can't hit the water with a boat. I mean,
Bogey. Anytime Bogey, our second best player too. Down by 3.
I mean, see the thing about Bogey. He was supposed and Herter was supposed to be the Tonto to Trae Young's Lone Ranger. Okay,
yeah, you know what that means, right?
Trae, and neither one of them. People celebrating 12 points a darn game. That's supposed to be not. Come on, man. Good, great.
It depends. Like what other stats you putting up? If you putting up like 12 points and like 6, 7, 8 rebounds, I can work with it.
Yeah,
as a role player. I can work.
No.
With
Hey, he wasn't supposed to be no role player.
You only give him 2 2 rebounds. One
Well,
assist. Like,
but-
nah, I can't do that with it.
Yeah. They were
Okay.
trying to say that Herter was supposed to be like Trey's Clay at the time when they drafted
Yeah.
him, I remember. And I'm going,
And you know what Clay
Clay.
Clay used to do. Clay
Clay did
would
this.
score 50. Didn't he score 50 in one half?
Yeah.
I know he scored
Scored
37 in the quarter.
37 in one quarter.
He did
Well,
score
yeah,
a couple
I mean-
things, but anyway.
Once
Yeah.
again,
That's crazy.
John, once again, it started in the front office.
True that.
If you
Amen.
don't know, if the GM don't know what the fuck he doing in the front office, this team will look like shit for a long time.
Look, this
Well, guess
ownership.
what, Ron? Guess what, Ron?
Hey, this ownership.
We headed toward that. We
Okay.
headed toward that.
Headed toward that. We
John,
already landed.
John, does it? Hold on, John. Does it? The Hawks owner, when you listen to him and you see his son, don't they remind you of Smokey and the Bandit? Daddy, I just lost my hat. Too bad your head wasn't in it. Telling you, because that's what those
Surely
jokers
do.
are. Oh,
Yep.
Once
Yep.
again, I've been saying, go get a real head coach to teach the team from the basics. Mark Jackson. But
Mark Jackson is not coaching anymore.
I don't
He's
think
good.
that coach is gonna make a difference though.
I
Not if
think
you
he
got the
made a
owner's
big difference.
son. I don't. If
It's-
you got the owner's son calling shots, like you've already ran off a credible GM in Travis Schlenk.
yeah.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
If
That's why I get him out of the front office.
I mean, he's the owner's son.
He the
Yeah.
owner's
How you gonna
son.
get him out of there?
Ron.
Look,
Yeah, you
if
can't-
I
you can't
put
do
the
nothing
butts
about that.
in seats, right? If I put the
It's about
butts in
winning.
seats,
It
Yeah.
is for us. It ain't for him.
It's about winning.
but
And
if
that's
I
the
win
reason
it,
Trey
right?
is there.
The Bucks
Trey
Not
is
for
there
him.
to put butts in seats. That's the reason for Trey. Because that's Trey pretty much.
What
Like-
Trey is.
Yeah, he's the seat getter. He's
Yeah.
the one that put butts in seats.
And because this team is happy to be the play-in team. That's really what this Hawks team is. They're happy to be a play-in team.
Yeah, they trash. That's a trash mindset right there.
I'm sorry.
I mean, that mindset doesn't just belong to the Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
We have some very mediocre expectations for the Falcons as well.
There you go.
Yeah.
We
well,
just want to get to the playoffs for the Hawks. For the Falcons.
Wallace got it right. Wallace got it right. Y'all need
Yeah,
to stop
I was gonna
drafting
comment on
guards every year.
Yeah. Look,
If
and
we were allowed
small
to draft,
guards.
we would.
And small guards.
Yes.
We got Pop Warner from the top paid player all the way down to the man on the bench. We small at the forward spot. We small at
All
the
in
guard spot. We
Yeah, come on.
small and
the center.
old at the center spot.
I think they've been
I
talking
told
to
man-
Terry.
Clint Capella.
They trying to do what the Warriors doing. You cannot be like the Warriors, and you don't got the team to play like the Warriors.
You don't have the shooting. You
Yeah,
You
got
don't
to
got
have
the
the shooting.
shooters.
Exactly.
You don't got the big man. You don't got nothing like the Warriors.
They don't have Steph.
Warriors, come out and play.
Y'all hit everything except for the most important part.
And
If
what
y'all
that?
missing, if y'all want to sit there and play like the Warriors, y'all don't have a
Steph.
Draymond Green.
Thank
No,
you.
y'all don't have a Draymond.
They ain't got no
Draymond
Steph.
He don't
is
have
the
no
point
Steph
guard.
Curry either.
They don't.
Well,
Y'all have the imitation stuff in
Yeah,
church.
yeah.
They
We
don't
got
got-
the G move.
no, that ain't even no
Y'all don't-
imitation.
Boy,
I
that is
don't
not
have-
no invitation Steph. That's like a damn streetwalker Steph right there. Damn.
Steph shoot like 40,
Thank
40% man, from the three. Like is what Steph shoots from the three is what people be shooting like field goal percentages.
Mid-range.
Like his
Mhm.
Steph numbers are crazy, and Trey ain't nowhere near his 3-point percentage.
Nowhere near it.
No.
I don't know why folks
but-
thought that he was some Trae Young wannabe.
The only thing that they got in common is that they will make a shot from half court, but Steph is way more proficient at shooting.
Oh, you better believe it. I mean, but to be honest, like me personally, I think Klay Thompson is a better shooter between Steph and Klay. For like,
Hey, did you see the game last night?
Steph is more Steph is more consistent, but as a pure shooter, go look, man. Come on, man. It's been
Now
plenty of times that Clay has said and shown you that he's a better
Now,
shooter. Steph is just more
now,
consistent with his shot.
So,
But
now
if Clay get
Winston,
hacked, man, come on, man.
I
Clay
say
couldn't
that
find
you
Clay
did
couldn't find the bucket last night if he had a damn map.
Winston.
Yeah, they
Will
only
you
got
go
about
get
10 times.
Clay? He a free
But I ain't gonna
agent.
get Clay now.
Yeah, right
But I
now.
No,
get Clay now. No.
Why not?
no.
but
I
Klay
mean,
Thompson
he's
has
washed. You gotta
Yeah,
think about
that's not Clay.
it. Clay, ever since Clay got hurt, Clay haven't been the same.
Yeah.
yep, that's right. That's
He
right.
haven't
He
been the
has
same.
not. He hasn't.
Yeah, think about
Because
it.
see,
Clay came in the league before hold on. He came in before Steph, didn't he? And
Yeah.
Clay and Draymond are already there. And then Steph came, he was the last of the big three.
Yeah, I believe
yep.
so.
And see,
Right.
Klay,
Oh, go
Wait a
ahead,
minute. Who was the last of the big three?
I think
Clay?
Steph
Steph,
was
I
the last
think,
of the big
wasn't it?
three.
No,
Or Steph.
Steph first. Clay came after Steph.
He
Oh, so
did.
Draymond
He
was
did. He
first.
did. He did. Hold on.
Hold
I'm
on.
not even sure Draymond was
Cool.
first. I think
Man,
Steph was first.
Steph career 3-point percentage is 43, bro. That's
All right,
almost
Steph
10
came in
times higher
09.
than Trey Young.
Let's see.
Not 10 times, but 10. That's almost 10 over on Trey.
Now Wallace saying that Curry was there first.
He
Hold on.
was. It was Steph, then Clay, and then Draymond, I think. And I think Mark
Yeah, 'cause
Jackson
Steph kept messing
recruited
up
them
the
all.
nigga. He was there with Monte Ellis.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, so Steph was
Okay.
09. Okay.
Other junk
And
came
Clay was
in.
2011.
Exactly.
Oh,
And when
Klay
was Dre? 2010?
And
Okay.
2012 was
2012.
Draymond.
Draymond was the last of the big
Yeah,
three.
Okay.
second round.
That
Hey,
sounds about right.
if
But
you
I
got
tell
if
you,
you have a score first point guard that's undersized stuff that not sitting there handling the balls like such, you need a point forward. You need a point forward because your shooting guard has to play defense
God, Hunter,
to
you are
cover up
trash.
for him.
I
To
think
cover
they
up for him.
tried the Iverson approach where you get Eric Snow to run the point. And
Yeah.
I think that's what DeJounte Murray was supposed to be. It's just that DeJounte Murray just makes more sense just being the point guard, period.
Let him be.
Yeah, like I think that's what they were trying to do is like, all right, let's go get an Eric Snow for him. And let Trey be Iverson. But
Eric Snow, he's still having nightmares about Kobe.
But that's
okay.
the situation you put yourself in when you have an
Mhm.
undersized like
Point guard.
Yeah, that's supposed to be
Oh,
because Iverson wasn't going to guard the other two guards, but he had to play two guard. So, and I think with the Steph situation, it just so happened you got like the Steve Kerr was like, hey, how about Draymond? You initiate the offense, and
Yeah.
that was brilliant.
Oh God, Hawks, come on now.
Now,
It's getting bad, guys.
red. It's a mercy killing. It's a mercy killing. You saving us. You
Yeah,
saving us.
I'm begging for mercy now.
No, there
Because,
ain't gonna be no mercy.
Hey, I told you, I posted it on Facebook. I called the league office to try to get this game moved to NBA TV. I don't want them embarrassing me.
You don't even need to be
The nation does not need to see the Atlanta Hawks right now.
Man,
And we're
you
gonna come back next year with basically the same team.
Man,
No, they got to make changes after this, Keely.
No, they're not, because that damn owner is going to be pinching pennies and telling people, "Oh, I will cross the line." No, you won't. You've said that the last few years.
You're such a liar, man. I can't stand liars.
Look, this owner has peed in the Atlanta Hawks faces, the Atlanta Hawks fans' faces, and been telling them it's raining for the past 3 years. And and we've got to be the fans to go, guys, shut up. Let's see what's going on, because obviously this ain't working.
No, and
it was the coach.
It can't work because of the fact that, okay, besides the Golden State Warriors with their formula, what other team has won with a guard-centric team besides the Golden State Warriors consistently, who have been a power in the NBA? I can't think of any. I can't think of any.
Nobody.
You know, because you got to have a big man down there. You got to have a big man down there because see, when the jump shots aren't falling, you got to let that big man work and let him make his money at the free throw line or down low in the post. You got to do that when the jump shot's not falling.
Or you get a guy like Jordan or Kobe.
Because the thing is right now, the way the NBA is now, okay, jump shots not falling, keep shooting it. But you're killing fans. You're giving fans souvenirs. Just keep shooting it, son. Just keep shooting it, son. Man, no.
Drive it.
You don't.
Thank
you.
you.
Don't win in this NBA when your best player is 6 feet.
Yeah.
And the last time you seen something like that was, well, I mean, of course, Steph, but before that, Isaiah Thomas.
What the hell?
Who was it, Keely?
I was saying before Steph, the only like a dominant where the best player was the smallest guy was Isaiah Thomas. That's the only other person I can think of.
Right.
I mean, Iverson, but they didn't win the championship. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. But I mean, I'm just saying, if you're looking at a small point guard that led a team, that was the one that I can think of. But yeah, when it comes to championships, I can't really think of any point guards that have. I can't think of any.
How tall was that? What man? I can't think of his name. The one that played with Rasheed Wallace.
Chauncey Billups.
Damon Stoudemire. Talking about Damon Stoudemire.
No.
He's talking about the Detroit team. The Pistons team.
Pistons.
Chauncey Billups was what, 6'4", 6'5"?
No,
Give me a minute. I'm looking it up.
He's up there. But he wasn't
that big. He was around there.
Once again, you got to have dogs on your team.
God, he's old.
You got to have somebody that be like, you know what?
6'3".
You got to have somebody on the team be like, you know what? I will do the dirty work. I will get all the rebounds. And I'll play y'all
that. Draymond.
Right. Once again,
and we don't have that guy here.
Right. We don't got that.
Hold on. Guess who that guy was supposed to be, Ron?
Who?
That was supposed to be freaking Hunter. And he's not even close to that crap.
Wait a minute.
Now there was another guard.
Shipped out. He
Cam
didn't
Reddish?
Cam Reddish.
You talking about? That's with the Lakers now. That's with the Lakers.
Not Cam, the other one. Another one that got shipped out. He was like a small forward, power forward.
Oh, Collins. Yeah, John Collins. Mr. I want to talk to the media all the time.
No,
that's the one supposed to be doing dirty work for y'all.
Yeah. Well, no, he wanted to be on Mr. PC on the mic.
But let me say this: you gotta get somebody that will create their own shot.
Mm-hmm.
Don't wait for the point guard to give me the ball. Create your own shot.
Throw it down in the middle.
Well, and Ron, that depends on the kind of offense you want to run too. That depends on the kind of offense you want to run too. Because see, the thing was. Okay, and this is something else that the Hawks did wrong. They made Trae Young the focal point, and the offense went through him all the time.
Come on.
He was the one winning games. He was the one scoring 50, 60 points a game.
He can't be the best player on your team.
No, he can't.
You're right. Trae Young, okay, when you forced him into that, and coincidentally, gentlemen,
Go ahead.
when Trae Young went out, guess what?
Yeah.
The point guard was the focal point of your team again, even with DeJounte Murray.
Yep.
Right.
Come on.
You know, so it's a systemic problem because we don't have anybody else that can take over a game, that can shoot, that can.
Or we don't.
We don't have anybody like that, and that's the way that they built the team. That's the way that them built the team.
And remember,
we don't want nobody else. We don't want nobody else to take the pressure off of Trae Young. That's the problem. If you don't get somebody like Anthony or Edwards, a pit bull off of a leash.
But the problem is
now, Ron, stop teasing, fans. You know we ain't got a chance to get Anthony Edwards.
I just saying, for example, if you
Yeah.
get somebody like that,
The
I
move should have
guarantee
been getting Spider Mitchell instead of
Yes.
Yep.
that.
That's
Yep.
that's who we should have traded for before we got murdered.
But
that's
we
what I'm
but
saying.
we,
That's what I
we
just
didn't
said.
want to let go of Hunter. We didn't want to let go of freaking Collins. Thank you a lot, Landry Fields. That was the
Hunter
reason
and
why.
Collins, man,
Yeah,
Yeah,
It was
that would have
those
been the
two.
deal.
them
would
the
It was
first
those
two.
two.
Them the first two. You
And
know what? I would have got rid of.
Red, I would have shipped them
and
without no
without
problem,
that,
put them in the
I would have.
packs and
I
Matter
sent
of
them
would
fact,
out.
have
hey,
bought them.
see,
I would have
Dub,
bought them
I
one
would
for
have.
you
I would
all
have broken their homes in the middle of the
and three
night.
for the
Put them
game.
in a bag. They wouldn't even know what was happening. They would have woke up
And,
in their new city. They would have unzipped the
and
bag. They
your
would have woke up in their new
and
city.
and your black ass going to jail in a new city too. Better
Will
bet
you
it.
But
will you
once
shut up?
again,
Like the cops really gonna be outside their house when I kidnap them.
but
Hold on, the
once
cops look at you, be like, "Yeah, go ahead. No one's gonna miss them."
Like,
Exactly.
what,
Exactly.
I
You
don't
think the cops
know.
gonna
I
stop
don't know
me
who
from
it
shipping
is.
DeAndre Hunter? They
I don't know who it is, but he was smelling some Halloween. All you do is follow the smoke trail. Come right to you.
Follow smoke. Follow smoke.
You're right.
but once again, the Hawks need somebody like that though. To help Trey Young. We don't
Let
on
me
this damn team who
let me
you
ask
got
y'all
to
this,
help Trey Young.
and y'all are Hawks fans. Let me ask y'all
Yeah.
this. Do-
I'm a
Part-time
favorite
Hawks
say I'm
fan.
a Hawks
so-
fan.
something has to happen this offseason. Something
Yeah.
has to happen for this offseason between Murray and Trey. One got to go.
They gonna get
And
rid of one of them.
me personally, I would trade if I was the Hawk. I would trade Trey Young.
Mhm.
Realistically, take your
But
fandom out of it. Realistically, what do you think his value is? With if you get him returning players or picks or whatever, what do y'all think his value is? Do y'all think that y'all can go get a premier player in exchange for him?
I'm
you
not sure,
should be
man.
able
I don't
to,
think a lot of
but
teams like Trey Young. They may not value him as high as we do.
It
I think
depends what you trying to get. It depends who you trying to get. That's
I
the
th-
problem.
I think a team like LA would love Trey, but they don't have
They don't
anybody
have
we
nothing.
want. Yeah, they
Right.
don't have nothing we want. So
Yeah.
the team that would love him, that they don't have nothing to trade for him. That's the problem.
All right.
If you don't get
Like Philly not going up. They're not going to give up Maxi.
No, they got
Trey.
Maxi. They're not
Yeah,
gonna.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Yeah, Max ain't going nowhere.
But if you're
How about-
okay, so here's a situation because we're into playoffs now. We don't know who's going to fail or succeed. But let's
Well, at least
say
they got in the
Oklahoma.
playoffs now.
Yeah,
You
because
did what?
here's the if
What's the score?
OKC doesn't look good, let's say they get bounced in the first round. Okay, you could probably work a deal to ship trade to OKC and maybe get like a Giddy, get somebody, some pieces, and maybe some draft picks. I don't know because I don't know what, like y'all just said, what does the league say? Because we're saying the Lakers, but now if we say, hey, we got to let go of Trey,
but you know they're not.
are we going to get more takers? I don't know. That's the thing, because especially with the Hawks, man, because you've got here's the thing. This is why you need to get rid of Landry Fields also, because they have set him up to look like an idiot.
right.
He
Look like
can't. Well, he is an idiot, but
Yeah.
I was being nice. But he's set up to be the idiot. He's set up to basically be the guy. He's after Schlenk, but he doesn't know what to do. You fire him, you get an experienced GM, and let that guy make the deal. Because I'm sorry, I think Landry Fields ain't pushing or even trying to make deals. He's trying to get the basement deals to make sure we make the budget number. He's not trying to make deals to get this team over the hump. That's just my thing. Because all they've done is just re-sign guys.
So see,
To
Doug,
crack contracts,
since
yeah.
you said that, who would get this team over the hump to go to the final?
nobody right now.
I can't.
Nobody.
Nobody that a team gonna give up for the Hawks for Trey Young. So look, the Hawks just gonna have to face reality. They're gonna have to tear this shit down and build it from the draft and actually build it the right way.
Red, what he's asking is who in the front office that we can get, not the player. Because see, according now just like I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. And Red, you can answer this question. I'm gonna say this. It's not just Landry Fields, it's Rustler's son. He's president of basketball operations. Okay. He is the one that made the decision to override Schlink when Schlink was the general manager and get DeJounte Murray. We never should have gotten DeJounte Murray because you got two cooks in the kitchen. You don't need two people playing point guard because DeJounte Murray is okay. Your shooting guards in the NBA 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". Okay, DeJounte Murray is a point guard. When he was in San Antonio, he was a point guard, raised under a real system. Okay, he played for Popovich. Okay, he played for Popovich, so he was taught how to play point guard, and you see it all the time. Whenever Trey's out, when Trey was out that extended time, they didn't miss a beat as far as him playing point guard. But in addition to it, he had to take the role of the best shooter or the highest scorer on the team, just like Trey Young did. So you didn't correct anything because guess what? Everything else, once all of our starters got hurt, which weren't really reliable pieces in the first place, you had to bring this garbage in that you had on the bench, which what Wallace Smith said, you sitting up here got a whole bunch of guards, okay? You got a whole bunch of doggone guards. Guy, he looks like he might be something to work with, but he was hurt during most of the season.
And not that,
who are you talking about?
I mean, it's just ridiculous as to what this team is past the starting five. You have nothing. And then on top of that, then your new head coach, he goes to a 9-man rotation. So you weren't gonna see nobody. Cause see, Bruno was sitting on the doggone bench. He was sitting on the bench, wasn't getting any playing time, wasn't coming in. Okay, because you wanted to put JJ out there instead of AJ, and who was taking Bruno? Oh no, you want to put Double O out there as a center. Oh come on, man! I mean,
another oversized
and then you want to teach him to shoot threes, dude. He should be playing the 4, like you say, John. This whole team, starting from the GM on down, is just built incorrectly.
And you know how I love everyone was talking about. And everyone talks about how Quinn Snyder knows how to coach a team. Can someone explain to me how? Because all he does is tell the guys to shoot threes. I've never seen. It's like,
well, you know what?
Is he allergic to
looking
defense?
At Quinn Snyder's Utah and the tenure he had in Utah, and thinking that he was a good coach, but those Utah teams never got over the hump. I mean, he had Spider, he had Gobert. And they never got over the hump. It was time they got eliminated in the first round. So I'm trying to figure out what made folks think that Quinn Snyder was the guy to replace Uncle Nate when Uncle Nate had the team in the Eastern Finals. I'm not saying Uncle Nate is the best coach, but if you're gonna replace Uncle Nate, don't replace him with a coach that ain't even done as much as he did.
Well, once again, it go back to what I've been saying. I think they play golf together. Or whatever. Oh, you're a head coach? Oh, okay.
And that's not how you build teams. You build teams for the qualified guy, not the guy that's your friend. Fuck all that. I mean, excuse me, Ron. Forget all that crap.
I'm with you. But they don't look at They look at
Sorry, Judge. Sorry.
They look at we play motherfucking golf together. Hey, you're a head coach? Okay, come on.
See,
I
I
got
hate that.
Hey,
See, that
Ron,
works.
now,
That works in other areas of American life, like say maybe corporate America, some other career. But when you in sports, you got to get the guy that's qualified. Forget the guy that you want to hang out with and you friends with. Get the guy that's gonna take your freaking team to the next freaking level.
I
Sorry.
feel you, man.
Falcons did that with Arthur Smith, didn't they?
yep, they did. They did.
That was Antonio.
But to Ron's point, let me say something. Let me say something to Ron's point. Ron,
Just enjoy the
that
microphone,
was the Russell family and the Coomongers. They got rid of Nate McMillan because Nate McMillan and Trey Young were not getting along. Nate McMillan and Trey Young were not getting along because you remember when they fined Trey Young for not flying back on the team plane from Miami after they lost to Miami. Okay,
they should have.
And then there was the shoulder situation where Trey Young said, you know, I don't want to participate in shoot around because my shoulder, I need to do this. So Nate said, well, you know, if you can't participate in shoot around, you can't play. Okay. Right. If your show, and see, that's where I said, hold it, stop, wait a minute. If you have a shoulder injury, maybe we need to shut you down for this year. Get that straightened out, get that corrected, and then you come back next year. But you see, if you ever see Trey Young coming off of the bench going into the game, he more suited up than Iron Man. This joker peeling stuff off, off his shoulder, off his back, off his ankles, off his knees, and then going into the game. I said, man, dog, is he in that bad a shape?
Dude, it reminds me of Barry Bonds when he had all the armor on his arm and, you know,
yeah,
like, 10 minutes later.
Once again, who the captain of the ship? You cannot have two people being cooking the same shit.
Oh, by the way,
you sit your black ass down somewhere.
Sorry. Hold on. So right now in the game, DeAndre Hunter is in this game. 3 for 12 with 8 points. Nah, we can't take him out.
I have no idea. Whose idea was it to get this guy a bag? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who decided to get this guy $90-something million?
But that's why it's built incorrectly, because if he's supposed to be the point guard, then he's not the shooting guard. The expectation shouldn't be for him to score.
Yeah.
And so it's built wrong. It's an inherent problem. Your guy who is supposed to be the point guard is your best scorer, which means you got to either find you a Draymond, or he can't be the best. He can't be your point guard and shooting guard, because if his job is to distribute, he's hiking up shots when he should be passing it. The
there you go again.
Is to distribute the ball.
Breaking again.
You're gonna have to make either Trey a pure point guard and go find you a wing, or you're gonna have to do something with Trey, because it just doesn't make sense for your point guard to also be your best scorer. That makes no sense.
Say it again.
Trey not gonna change his game, so probably about to do something with Trey.
We filling the seats. We filling the seats. And
we should have just kept. We should have went
like Ron said. That's the problem.
That was the whole point of getting Dejounte Murray, because Murray is supposed to be Snow. Trey is supposed to be AI.
But the thing really care about the team,
and he's not AI, man.
That issue.
No, he ain't nowhere near AI. No.
Hey, hold on. AI. Watch it. Hold up, man. Shit.
I'll never
outside of the AI situation.
Love AI.
Look at the best use of the the structure that they trying to use is Golden State. What Golden State did was when got another shooter at the shooting guard that plays both sides of the court.
Yes.
Then they found a point guard that is a small forward. And he played defense. I don't need him to score points. I need him to orchestrate this offense and play defense and give us an edge. That's all I need for him to do. Because these two over here, they will score all the points for us. That's all we need is this.
Well, that would be DeAndre Hunter role, and you know he can't do that.
Hunter can't do it.
Hunter, you could get a bag of chips.
You know what I'm saying? If the Draymond is small forward, so if that was what Winston's saying, we would need Hunter being a point forward, and we know he can't do that.
Jalen Johnson could bring up the ball though.
He hurt too. That's another guy. He hurt too much, man. He ain't even here when we need him right now.
The reason that's not going to work is because Nate tried to have Trey go off the ball that last year, and it didn't work. Trey needs the ball in his hand in order to score. So in the same manner in which Draymond initiates the offense and you got Clay and Steph coming off those down screens to catch and shoot, yeah, that's not happening with these two guys. Because both of them need the ball in their hands in order to score. Like, Trey is not, like, making Trey a catch and shoot shooter.
And not going to happen.
No. It ain't gonna happen because he needs the ball in his hand.
He's not consistent.
And Steph and Clay coming off them pin screens coming up to receive that pass from Dre. That's a total different ball game because you're chasing Steph around all those screens
all day long.
That dude be running. He be running all over that court.
By the middle of the third quarter, you try to run because you're running behind him more than you playing actual defense on him.
And that's
you're
why
running behind him more.
So unless Trey can adapt his game to be like that, then it can't work because he needs the ball in his hands.
He's not gonna Keely. He's not gonna do that.
Hey, Winston, you like this?
Okay.
I'm trying to
this is a typical Hawk sequence right here. This is a typical Hawk sequence. Trey Young will bring the ball down, make his first pass to somebody, and go stand in the corner.
And Nate tried. I remember Nate said, all right, in the offseason, he was like, we're going to see if he can play off ball. And when the very next year, Trey still had the ball in his hand, I was like, I guess it can't work.
Yeah.
Because in the offseason, he said, he was like, we got to see if Trey can play off ball.
And
hey, Keely, he even went to his house to pay him a visit to talk about it too.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose my job. I would really like you to run off the screens and get the ball.
Hey, Trey was like, whatever, get out of my house.
And then on top of that, one thing that the greats do, they are working year round to improve their game. They going just like LeBron and Kobe went to Akeem Olajuwon big man camp to find out the secrets of that dream shape, to be able to hit turnaround jumpers, fading away, things of that sort, going places and doing things to be able to get better. Trey Young.
Now we sure LeBron with that John.
They don't do nothing.
Wait a minute, John. You got to have
Are we sure LeBron went to that camp? I know Kobe went there.
He went.
Kobe went. Kobe's killer.
Kobe went. Him and Kobe went. And you see LeBron develop.
Do when he get down in that post?
Yeah.
They didn't go together now, John. Don't act like they went together.
LeBron didn't have a turnaround jumper when he first came in the league. Yeah.
Nah, he didn't.
He didn't have a post up turnaround jumper either. But he developed that.
All he had was inside game. That's why Greg Popovich beat him so bad.
Bro, Kobe White got 37 tonight.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Kobe White might try to
get better. You got the want to be the best.
LeBron, you right. And see, this is the problem. And it was the same thing that I used to say about Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan was coddled before Shanahan came here. Shanahan put his foot in his behind and made him go to quarterback camp and made him improve himself.
But once again, when we gonna get a head coach that would do that with the Atlanta Hawks?
When you could get an owner that could get his head out of his ass.
Okay.
Yeah, that too. But the only thing Russell is
Just wait on
concerned
it.
with is the Gully project and filling up State Farm Arena. That's it. That's it. He gonna build his hotel and all that, and that's gonna be it.
Who is that? Who is that, John?
The
Russell.
wrestlers.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They
He
trying to
fooled me,
build a
man.
mega.
I thought he was a winner. He fooled me.
No, he
What?
didn't. No.
What Grant Hill doing?
No, don't worry. Hold on. Let me show you.
Grant Hill got ownership somewhere?
He got a little bit. But
I think he's a minority on
Grant Hill?
I think.
Yeah, he's a minority.
He's so minority. You need a magnifying glass to see his ass.
He got ownership with them.
See, Rustler is the chief owner. Yeah, well, he's at the top of the pyramid. I'll just say that. But guess what?
Daddy, my hat.
Part of the old Spirit group is part of this group too.
Oh my God, that's the worst thing you could ever see, John.
Yeah, but see, hey, Red, they were so embarrassed after what happened the last time. They so far back in the back, you can't see them. Just like you were saying about Grant Hill, they so far back in the back, you can't even see them.
And that's where they better stay too.
It's just business here. There's no pressure. Like in the Northeast, man, you got the media.
Oh man,
you have to deliver on. But here it's just an investment. It's just an investment for rich people.
And they able to get away with it. They able to get away with it because
you got a radio station. Because you got a radio station now. It's going to be like, well, guys, we are very upset, but let's give this coaching staff a chance. Let's see. Well, now we need to do this, and that's all we need to do. They always try to spin this crap.
Yeah,
I hate that. I hate that, man.
And I love that we have proof that we could just look and go, no, this crap ain't working because this is ridiculous.
But once again, if you stop buying those seats and you stop going to the game, if you stop buying those jerseys, I bet you that make.
Oh, I ain't bought nothing Hawks related in so long. I don't go to no. Well, I went to one game this year. I did go to one game.
Yeah, we saw the pictures.
But they made so much from the
I could lie about that, Steve.
It's not gonna hurt that bad. They made so much from the corporate suites.
But when I said people are getting tired of that bullshit.
Winston, go ahead with your question, Winston.
Yeah. Is Tony Russell still the owner of the Atlanta Hawks?
I believe so, yeah.
You said Tony Russell is still the owner. Yeah, he's still the owner.
Yeah.
No, he's part of a group.
Yeah, Grant Hill is part of a group too.
Well, he's still the majority owner.
I think he's the one that puts his name on the
check. Grant Hill is part of the. He's part of the group.
He's part of that group.
Yeah.
It's
the Atlanta Hawks.
Cause see, now Dominique was part of the previous group, but I don't think
50%.
Who do?
Dominique. I ain't know he had money like that.
Yeah.
Wrestler.
Russell, he has the majority stake, right?
So he got the majority stake. As long as he maintains 50%, then he remains in control pretty much.
Because he has the majority stake with that 50%.
I thought you needed 51%, Keelan.
No. Not if you splitting it up. Not if you splitting the other 50%.
One person has 50%. All the rest of them can't equal up to 50%.
Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Or whoever it is that has a majority stake, he could have 20% and it split up amongst a whole bunch of other people. If that 20% will make him a majority owner. As
long as them others don't top 20% individually, he good.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And don't worry, you got Steve Koonin who'll be like, this was awesome. I was very proud of this team. This team showed a lot of heart.
Yeah. Now see that's the guy to be on the radio. Always positive. And he get on my nerves too, man. Look, dude, just be honest with us. Tell us the truth.
Guys,
well,
we're expecting to
win. Red, he can't say nothing except what he's saying. Because
John, if someone would have done the liar to the Atlanta Hawks, That would be a whole different movie. Well, let me
Yeah.
tell you, these suck ass. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
You talking about with Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
This, this
Man, that movie would last. I don't know how long that movie would last, man.
this thing is just pathetic.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
They
it's
see that they
pitiful.
don't want to get me talking.
All right, now let's get to our next topic, and that is Caitlin Clark,
Ooh, my baby.
Red's fiance.
Mm.
She
Well,
just
that look
signed
like
the
Aaron
contract
You got it, player.
for 4 years,
Go
And
for that.
300
Come on, Jade.
4 years, $338,000 going to the WNBA.
I'm living good.
And man,
all that child support.
Now look, she needs support, pure. But
Oh,
this
she
is
gonna
the
get it.
thing.
I'm gonna fight for my girl and her money. You better believe it.
Mm.
Now this is the thing. Now this is the thing. Now it's been just a big blow up. Well, she ain't getting but $338,000. Now I put a post up.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah, John. You
when-
posted about 2 or 3 times.
When other folk was saying something about the pay disparity, crickets. Caitlin Clark ain't even got paid yet, and they find out what she's making. Oh, what the man? God, they're robbing us. They stealing from us. What the hell is wrong?
Because the WNBA ain't making the money that. I mean, come on. They gotta
Open the discussion. The discussion is open.
Yeah.
You know these folks were just waiting. They finally got somebody they can ride behind, so they gonna ride behind her as much as they can. They got to. Some of these folks, John, some of these folks were quiet, and it makes it so bad is some of the folks they work for the WNBA. If these marketers screw this up, they need to be run out of business. You got to capitalize on this girl right here. If you don't, you're not a business woman or man or whoever they got in charge.
Well, Nike capitalizing. Nike took it. But when we first started the show today, Nike had just signed her to a 8-figure deal, and she coming out with her own signature shoe.
That's what I'm
That's
talking
where
about.
her money gonna come from.
That's what I told you. She
Hold on.
gonna get her paper in the
I mean-
WNBA.
Look, if the WNBA, when she starts playing, all right, and you start getting that same notoriety and people are watching because of her and Angel and everyone else, and people start getting invested in it, the money's going to come.
Yep.
I feel like this. To me, this, it's like you needed someone to break that ice. I don't know why it was her. Well, we all can say why. But personally, I gotta say this. I don't care about the WNBA. When she came in, I'm like, okay, let's see what she does. Let's see if she can elevate it. But I'm not gonna break a leg to go watch the WNBA. I'm gonna catch up. I'll see how she's doing. I'll check some box score. But understand, I do that with the NBA now because the NBA has no, these guys, don't know if they want to show up to play a basketball game, because it's so dangerous to play an all-star game, But so we don't know if we can put an effort into that game.
Okay, right, but you do that with both leagues.
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's okay, but
Yeah.
the
So
basketball
it's not,
fan, the basketball
Yeah.
fan, like somebody like me or Ron, we're probably gonna watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Guys
And
that
hold
wasn't
on.
watching, they're gonna be watching now because of Caitlin, because of Angel, because of Camila Cardoza, and they got both of them on the same team. They're gonna, and then when Juju make it to the league, I think in 2 years, because I think she's still a freshman. When she get to the league, man,
Okay, she's a freshman. All right, cool.
I'm telling you,
and
these
that's what I'm
girls
saying.
coming up are gonna make us normal sports fans start watching, and they didn't have that before.
Yeah, that's
And
the
it's gonna
key.
be. They might come a time when they can pay their own damn bills because right now the NBA paying them, but with Caitlin and some of these other girls, they might come a time where they can pay their own bills and actually negotiate a TV deal
Yeah,
with
and
multiple
that's-
networks.
But I'm saying, so that they've never had someone. It's like for some reason they've never had the women. These women are like the first where they were. It's what you're seeing. They're getting pub. They're getting, and it's not just Caitlin. It was also Angel Reese. It was everyone else being interviewed about the draft and everything. So it's like if they could keep this up and get that casual fan to watch their sport, I think they have a chance. But like I said, there's still some legwork to be done. That's why with the money, I didn't think of it as a big deal because I'm thinking, all right, well, like Winston just said, this is where the sponsors, Nike and everyone, this is where your people need to come in and go, hey, we know your contract situation. We want to sponsor you. Let's get you a shoe deal. Let's do this. And then they're doing it because they want to make a profit. So the way I see it, I think it's one of these. We got to see what they do. And I'm actually kind of like, hey, it might make people watch their game more than the men's.
Now, what do you think about the ticket prices rising?
I mean, ticket prices are going to rise no matter what. All right, guys, I got time of death. 12:05, 4:18. The Atlanta Hawks have went down to Chicago and got beat down, took the yeet down, 131 to 116. We're going to pour. We need to pour a drink for Larry and for Steve Holman because I guarantee if Larry ends up coming in here, he's going to be hot. But yeah, 116 to 131.
The after show, the cookout.
Oh, he's going to be hot.
Well, that's why I got 2 NBA teams.
Yeah, he going to We Talk Hawks. I know they going to We Talk Hawks. Oh man, I know Demond, man. Demond.
The cookout.
But I think Caitlin has to jump on it quick because I think they caught a perfect storm.
Yeah.
As far as women's basketball, because I think a lot of viewers are just now realizing like the talent level seems to be kind of upped it since what last we remember of women's basketball. And then I know that college basketball has kind of taken a step back. Like nobody remembers any college basketball players. Like you couldn't name any college basketball players really in the past 4 or 5 years because they're all leaving to go to the G League or this and that. And now with the G League shutting down, you're probably going to have more kids now probably elect to stay home. But the benefit of women's basketball is that all the best talent on the women's side, they stay for 3-4 years. So they get to not only stay, but they get to develop. And then you finally got parity in college women's basketball because it used to be only UConn, or back before then it was only but Tennessee beating up everybody. But now you got the talent spread out. So I think for the WNBA to be successful, I think they need to capture this spotlight before men's college basketball regains its luster and gets its stars back. Because that's the one thing women's college basketball they had the past couple of years is they've had star power. You had storylines. Like it kind of reminds me, and this kind of predates me, but how Magic versus Bird in college and that storyline then transitioned to the NBA and it just boosted the NBA. Like it literally put the NBA to new heights. It carried that storyline from college all the way into the NBA. And if the WNBA is smart, they will take advantage of this before that college basketball, before men's college basketball regains its prominence and just take all the attention back. Because right now, men's college basketball is down. I don't think.
Right. That's what I wanted to ask you. Do you see? Because I don't see how men's can get back on the map unless they start making guys stay.
The stars gotta stay. The stars.
That's what I'm saying. They got to make a rule. You either got to stay 2 or 3 years, or you can't enroll. Because if all this one and done crap, it's not gonna work. You're never gonna be.
Think about the stories from when we were kids. Like the UNLV running Rebels versus the Duke kids or
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
Michigan
saying.
Half
You
Five.
got you got to stay. They got to have some continuation. You can't just be one and done, one and done, one and done, and think you're gonna compete with the popularity of the women's game. Not gonna happen.
You got to have the kids not only stay. I mean, well, and I think that this banding of the G League will help with that. But you got to have the premier talent in high school for them to actually go to college and stay more than 1 year. Because we got to see Ant stay for a year. It was exciting, or Kevin Durant stay for a year. You know, it's exciting.
Honestly,
we got to start Zion stay for 1 year.
Yeah, you got to start Zion for a year.
You do have a chance with the NILs because if these guys are like, I can make more money in college, I'm the big man here. You know, I don't have to worry about going to the NBA just yet. They could do that, you know, but it's almost like what you said. The best thing they might need to do with the G League being banned now is possibly go, okay, you could go, but if you enroll, you got to be in the school.
Right.
That's the way it should be. I mean,
cut out the one and done. You enroll, you got to stay at least 2 or 3 years.
You gotta stay at least 2 years.
Yeah, at least 2. Yeah.
And
you don't want to be hard because we should say 3, but it's basketball, so you got to stay at least 2 years.
Yeah,
you got to stay 2 years, and that's even if you go overseas and go play pro over there for 2 years to come back to the league. Like who was it? LaMelo. LaMelo did. LaMelo left, went overseas, played for a year, came into the league. If you go over there, still 2 years. You got to play over there for 2 years. That's
damn.
I like the idea though. That's good.
That's how you nip that. That's how you nip that in the bud.
Yeah, because then they're not gonna go then. They're gonna be like, I'd rather just stay in the States for 2 years and be on TV.
Yeah, and the NIL money might help that. The NIL money might help that.
I hope so, because that's the only way we're gonna get the men's game back.
But if it comes back, I think that hurts the WNBA, and I think that hurts women's college basketball. Because I think the reason so many people paid attention to women's college basketball so much is because the men's side is just lacking. You don't know the stars of it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ain't no stars.
Like, bro, I didn't even watch it on the men's national.
You ain't missing nothing.
That's how uninterested I was in it. And mind you, like, that used to be like a tradition of mine. My birthday is April 3rd. So when my birthday happened, WrestleMania happened. The women's championship usually happened that Friday, Saturday before my birthday. And then the men's championship will be either on my birthday or like a day or two behind it. So I would watch those 3 events. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even pay attention to the men's side of the bracket at all.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't interesting to me. Like, you got to think about
it. We don't even know what time they play on TV.
Not with that.
The new blue chip organization is UConn. Kentucky can't do nothing. That's why Calipari got to let go. Because everybody coming in for 1 year. Nobody is worried about getting a ring anymore. They're worried about, let me serve you a little 6 months, get out of the way, I'm going to the league. Now, I don't care how much talent you have, you're not going to sit there and win a championship with a bunch of 18-year-old boys that going up against grown men that's 21, 20, 21, 22. They've grown into their grown man body. They've been sitting there playing this game at this level for X amount of years. It's not going to work like that. It's not going to work. Because it's like you sitting there playing against your uncle when you was a kid. Your uncle let you score a couple points.
Right.
But then when he started to get serious with you, when he started to get serious with you, then you realize, hold on, I got to grow a little bit more.
Right. You're like, at this moment, I just fucked up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? At that moment, he realized. You know what I'm saying?
At that moment. Oh, Jesus.
And that's what it is, though.
But here's something for you. So you just said UConn's the blue chip program. Can we name anybody on the team? Because I sure as hell couldn't. I don't even know the name of the coach.
Dan Hurley.
Who?
But I'm
Yeah,
Hurley.
Dan Hurley.
But the center going pro, but I don't even know his name.
yeah.
But here's the thing about it: like the best player in men's college basketball is supposed to be Edie, and he's projected to go 30th in the draft.
He trash, man.
He ain't got no game.
Well,
He got an old school game. It's not
That's all he got is size.
Yeah, all he got is size. It's not gonna work in the league.
Yeah.
See, I say that on top your head.
Now,
Yes, he
I'm
did.
gonna,
He
I'm gonna
can't
say
shoot.
that.
Oh, go ahead now.
Now, okay.
Also with the balloons.
Edie, the thought I have about Edie is that a man like that can change the game back to what it traditionally was. 7'4". You can't get around him. The man don't even have to jump to dunk.
Mm-hmm.
He don't even have to jump to dunk. I mean, the Joker just all I saw at the national championship, and I was kind of like Winston. I used to watch the national championship religiously. Okay, but to this last one, I said, well, I'll catch it around about halftime, whatever. I wasn't, planning no picnic, barbecuing, and making wings and all that type of stuff. I just, hey man, I just look at it. And all I saw from Edie was the rim sitting crooked. Cause I mean, the Joker, he barely could jump up high enough to slip a dollar bill sideways under his foot. But it was just like Herman Munster was out there. Pulling the rim down. Okay.
Once again, John, they don't play ball like that no more.
Yeah,
They're just gonna
he's not gonna camp out there in that paint.
Right.
Now I remember. Now let's go back to when Dwight Howard was playing with Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Dwight Howard, all he did was post in the paint, and you had Rashard Lewis, you had Turkoglu, you had who else? It was one more. It was one more.
Jamil Nelson and
Petrus.
Michael Petrus.
You didn't even go farther than that. You did go back to Shaquille O'Neal.
But both of them are more
well, the reason why I'm using this example is that the only thing Dwight Howard did was patrol the middle on defense, or they would throw him a lob, because you had 3-point shooters out there that could knock it down. Those four would knock it down, either from 3-point or from outside. And all Dwight Howard, you feed him, throw him a bone every now and then, and he was dunking. He was laying it up. He was,
What?
So with Edie, that same thing could work. Now, Edie is nowhere near as quick as Dwight Howard is. He's nowhere near as quick as Dwight Howard is. And if you look at Joker, if you look at Embiid, and who else? Well, those two. If you look at those
and
two.
Holmgren from OKC.
Okay.
Now, John, both of those guys' footwork is so much better, and their offensive skills are so much better than
okay. But my thing is that ain't nobody coming in there on Edie dunking and going and surviving to the next place.
The problem is he has to guard someone.
Right.
And they're just going to run. It's just going to be a fast break game, and he's going to barely get past half court by the time his man gets to the basket.
Right.
That's what the problem is.
Same thing. Hey,
Dwight Howard and Shaquille were athletic enough to keep the pace.
Right.
So Dwight Howard was, even if he was trailing to play, Jameer Nelson would lob the ball up.
Just throw it up.
Just throw it up. Dwight was just way too athletic. Now the problem with Edie is going to be, can he keep up with the pace of play? Because if he's guarding me, I'm taking off running.
Every time.
Running
every time we touch that ball, I'm out.
You right. Y'all right. However, now bringing him to the Hawks right now, the Hawks are going to have to get some more pieces, which they're going to have to do anyway. You're going to have to get. You're going to have to get bigger players.
Right.
You have to get bigger players. Now,
can you ride this ride? Let's see if you measure up.
yeah. Now the only problem is that Edie on offense, we would have to be more accurate shooters because we would be running a half court offense all the time, and you got to be able to shoot to run a half court offense. You got to be able to shoot.
But
on defense, because see right now, looking at the Hawks right now. Let's look at the Hawks right now. We can't shoot. We can't even dunk. Your point guard can't dunk. DeJounte Murray in the past couple of games has dunked more than I've seen him dunk in the whole season in the past couple of games. And Keely, I saw him reacting to one that he saw tonight, and I guess I need to see that one to see what it looks like. But Trae Young can't dunk. Hunter, he can dunk, but these jokers prefer to lay the ball up, and he's soft as wet tissue paper.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's pretty much the whole team, John.
Yeah, and see that there you go. That's what I'm looking at, and see what me, and see now I'm talking about Edie. I'm also looking at that great big old 7'9" joker from wherever the hell he is. He'll win the ugliest man in the NBA when he come here. But this joker, he don't have to do nothing.
So y'all saying we need a big man? That's what we need.
We definitely need a big man.
We do need somebody.
Definitely.
We just need
I would
anybody.
say that.
But I want somebody with Embiid skills, not just a big man like a fella just down there.
Yeah,
if we get Edie, you need to tell him go work out with Alondra.
Oh yeah, definitely. Anybody I get, I'm sitting down there. Elijah Warren and Kevin McHale.
Right
now, see that's why I was so
those
mad.
Two big men who can play.
Man, that's why I was so mad about who was that we had. Josh Smith. Josh Smith was down there with Kevin McHale and Akeem Olajuwon and didn't develop no low post move. You got to be kidding.
He did not want it, John.
He was stubborn though. He didn't want to change his game.
He was big, but he didn't want to bang. He wanted to be a finesse player. He bang when he ready to boom on you. But outside of that, he want to stay outside. Anything with KD.
Here's why Edie is here's why Edie is projected to go to the bottom of the first. Because say bring him to the Hawks, right?
Mm-hmm.
You lose a lot of spacing. So that means Trae can't work no more because the ball is in Trae's hand.
Floater.
Yeah,
the floater
all that
gone.
like all of that is done because of the spacing. And even if you were to bring him out to the perimeter, let's say like I'm checking Edie or John is checking Edie or Winston checking Edie. Why would you follow Edie to the 3-point line with like why would you do it? Yeah,
he wouldn't go.
To my point, so it affects spacing. Right. So unless he can shoot, like that's the benefit of a joker. Like you have to still go out there and defend him. That's the thing about an Embiid.
Otherwise he can steal himself from outside.
That's what I'm saying. But Anthony Davis, he can still shoot. So even if you can't, he can still shoot. So you have to.
But Edie is like Gobert. It's like Gobert going out to the 3. I'm not going out there with it.
Except he's less athletic than Gobert though. That's
exactly.
If you tell Rasheed Wallace, one of the great big men I think ever played basketball, to work with Edie, Rasheed Wallace used to shoot threes, post in the paint, and he did everything. He did not get the credit he's supposed to get it back then. If you tell
he was a power forward though.
But still, You
One,
son
the
that
one,
game.
one Chris
Yeah.
Webber like that too.
Chris Webber,
Yeah, he was a power forward.
Like,
yeah.
I'm saying, but he
yeah,
had
I mean, but that's
inside
kind of the
and
game
outside.
anyway.
But
I mean,
yeah,
both
but
of
I
them
mean,
are
if
both
you
of
gonna
them
do
are
all that,
more
you might as well
athletic
go
than
get
Easy.
him to go holler at Dirk
yeah,
and
Well,
get
Dirk,
Dirk to teach him because
but when I
Dirk
say
played
get
from
somebody
post to outside,
like that to help
but mid range to
Easy
outside.
out.
So, and that's the thing about somebody like a Rashid. That man been shooting since like he had a natural shot since high
Jumper.
school.
High
So
school.
it's kind of like, how can you teach? Like that's something he's been doing. Like he's never had to learn how to shoot or develop a shot. He's always had a shot. So it's kind of like, how do you teach somebody to do something you never had to develop? Like he just always had that natural talent of shooting. Like his skill set, the same skill set that Rashid had in the NBA, you saw at North Carolina.
Right. But when I
Every
say
single thing you seen him doing in the league, you saw him do at North Carolina.
right. But you don't want another Collins, depending on somebody else getting him the ball. If you
I get it. I'm just saying how, like for example, as many people went to train with Hakeem Olajuwon, you ain't never seen nobody else do a dream shake, like because some things,
nobody,
some things like
To the precision that Olajuwon
to
did.
the percentage.
Nah.
like you,
Right.
I've never seen anyone as effective like. Out of everyone that trained with him, like I've seen Dwight Howard go train with him, I've seen Josh Smith go train with him, I've seen a lot of big men go train with
Right.
him. None of them came back
And
looking
me,
anything
and
close
me,
to
the Montreal.
Olajuwon.
Right. Of course
That's
not.
why they
Because
call him the dream, Keelan.
But
some things, what I'm saying is some things are just natural and can't necessarily be transferred because it just came to them natural.
right.
Like
I mean,
you never had to
eventually-
develop it.
and eventually you just got to see if these guys are going to actually put the work in.
Right.
You know, we keep saying, "Oh, they got to do that. They can't do this." I get that, but eventually, some of these guys have to put the work in. I'm going to go here. I think that's the other thing that a lot of us are frustrated with. I don't think we see anybody on the Hawks really expand their games. They've all stayed the
That's
same.
right. That's
And
right.
I mean,
Nobody from the
not
Hawks
just-
work on their game in the
exactly.
offseason.
I mean, now hold on. Now, if you want to tell me Trey goes to these games to play, that's fine. But you know what he's doing? He's shooting. He's dribbling. He's doing what he does. Never working on what he needs to work on.
Right.
So I'm just saying, and that's everyone on the Hawks. Bogey's probably going to play the Olympics. This is why I can't stand having him here because he's like, what happens with Bogey? He gets hurt. And
Right.
how much money we spending on Bogey to just sit on the bench and wear a suit? And then, to me, I've never seen growth in these guys. That's why I am at the point I want everyone gone. The GM.
I think you can trade Bogey's contract too. This
you
offseason.
could if you want to, but you got to get. I love how Ron keeps saying, but I'm going to say this: you got to get someone that's going to get that will demand the best out of these guys, or
Right.
just clean house and
Right.
get another set of guys. Because I'm sorry, the crop of these guys here, the core. If you're telling me who, all right, let's just do it. Who's the core? Who's the guys that has to stay here that you could build around?
Jalen Johnson. That's it.
I would go Jalen Johnson
And see-
with DeJounte Murray. Everybody else is expendable.
Murray to stay.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
you
dead ass
can
on
keep
it.
Murray too.
Everybody else is expendable. Tear that shit
Right.
down and build it back up.
Well,
I mean,
I
and-
agree. I agree with
See,
Winston.
this is the problem. This is the
because of
problem.
that trade.
We don't have first round draft picks for 2 years.
Mhm.
That's what I was about to ask you. What y'all picks looking like?
Yeah, because we don't.
Man,
because
we don't
That's
have
why-
no. We don't
that's
have
why
no
you need
first
to trade
round.
Trey.
Now,
we have this round's pick, and then if the Kings win, we're going to get their pick. Now, if I'm not
if
mistaken,
the Kings win, what? If the Kings
the
win,
play-in
what?
game. If they win the play-in game and they're in the playoffs,
Or the first
get
one
their
or the
pick.
second one?
We get that one.
we get
Okay.
their first round. Yeah, the one round.
Oh,
Well, the
okay.
King-
Round one.
Now the Kings beat Golden
Golden
State
State,
last
they
night.
got to
No,
beat. They got to beat the Pelicans because then they'll be the 8th seed.
Oh, well, Zion not playing, so
Yeah,
they got that.
And
Well, I
if
guess
Willie,
we'll get a
if
pick.
Willie Green wants to get
Yeah,
fired,
John.
just
But
sit
some of those
Brandon
guys,
Ingram in.
some of those guys were playing out of their mind, and then they was in Sacramento too. So they gonna bring that same game to New Orleans. Are they gonna play with? Is Keegan Murray gonna hit 32 points?
Right.
Good.
They got some guys on that team. So
They had guys making plays. I ain't even know who was that guy with all the dreads. I ain't never seen him before.
Right.
And Harrison Barnes, he was out there playing like it was 2015. Is he gonna play like that Friday?
25 again.
Yeah, you saw that run?
I seen the whole damn game.
I forgot Harrison Barnes was on the team. And where in the hell did Harry Giles come from? Complaining. He was out there complaining. Like, dude,
Where did motherfucking been at? He looked like he was
crying. He out there crying to the rest of my Draymond like, who are you? I mean, man, the Kings emptied they bench.
Once again, John, that go back. You got to have a coach that want to get the best out of his players. That the man. Hey, if you don't play
like
the way
Mike Brown,
they need to play, you gonna sit on the sideline.
You think Mike Brown good, run?
No.
I would say this.
Now hold on, John. Are you still thinking about the LaQueen years in Cleveland?
Yeah. Cause see,
I think they didn't have a team.
They got a team.
He had your boy LaQueen.
LeBron and others. Who were the others? Who was the
LaQueen was the whole team.
Hold on, matter of fact.
Cause look. Mike Brown.
Take out Virgil. Name me 2 other players on that team.
All right, Booby Gibson. I'm gonna try this because you asked to do it.
Trent
Thompson.
Tristan Thompson.
Tristan wasn't there yet.
Wait a minute. Hold on. We talking about doing the Mike Brown year.
Okay.
When the Mike Brown, before
talking about Mike Brown year. Okay.
Was it Mo Williams?
What's that dude LaQueen was crying for to make the All-Star team? Mo Williams?
Mo Williams, yes.
But
look at that.
Put him on the All-Star team. He deserves it. Shut up, McQueen.
That's your king there.
For y'all to sit there and name 2 players that was on that squad.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
In my
opinion, that's why I said. That's why I was saying about Mike Brown. See, Mike Brown. Okay,
exactly.
Mike Brown didn't have to do nothing. He had LeBron, and it was the same thing when David. It was the same thing when David Blatt was the coach.
Yeah.
And LeBron fired him. He fired him, McQueen.
Yeah, that's right. LeBron
he was kicking his butt, and you still fired him. Like, McQueen.
I've been throwing out one name.
Black should have put some chapstick on instead of just going in there right up. You should put some chapstick on.
Hey, John, you remember that game? Look, Black was talking to the refs, and LaQueen come over there and pushed him out the way, and he started talking to the refs. Coaching this team.
But
this man, and his only claim to fame was that he had coached the Israeli national team.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. That was the only thing that I said. Now, how in the world?
I've never seen NBA basketball at all. You want an assistant coach over here, know nothing.
I called the audible.
Winston. Hey, Winston. Hey, LaQueen pushed him out the way like this. Like, get out the way. I'm talking to the refs, not you.
But I would say Tyronn Lue is a good head coach.
Yeah.
I think Ty.
Well, now, okay. Now.
Yeah, Ty Lue didn't play that. Now you tell him to shut up, bro.
When Tyronn Lue was coaching Cleveland, was he coaching?
Yes.
He was coaching. Now Lue was coaching.
You can see the whole team, whole offense and defensive play switch up in the middle of the season. He was actually coaching.
I put it like this, John. If Black was the coach in Golden State when they was up 3-1, they would Cleveland would have never came back from 3-1 if Black was the coach.
It would have never been
Tyronn
3-1.
got
It would have
on
been 4-0.
LeBron ass. No did it.
It would have been 4-0.
He told
Right.
LeBron James, I need more out of you.
And he told him to shut the F up too.
Got mad.
Nope.
Yeah,
Oh, he did.
He got mad.
Tyronn Lue don't cuss.
Right.
He don't cuss or drink.
LeBron James went to every teammate and said, "You believe this shit?" And they said, "Yeah, you need to do more." This is what Tyronn Lue did.
Yeah.
He got in LeBron James' face. Hey, dog, I need more out of you. That
was a statement to the team. Because
man.
if I can go talk to the big dog like that, and he respected, this team is going to follow his lead.
Right.
They already following his lead. If he respects what I'm saying, and that's part of being a player leader, a captain of the team. Sometimes I gotta swallow the bullet for others. I gotta take the bullet for the other.
Right.
I can let him cuss me out. Cuss me out because what he really want to do is say it to the lesser player. But he don't want to demoralize them more than what they already is.
Right.
Yeah, because LeBron did that.
That will make a smaller player shrink.
Right.
But if I can talk to him, who's built for this, and he's built for this, I can cuss him out. Right. And that message is going to reverberate through the rest of the team.
I don't know if he built for it either. He just took it because he ain't had no choice.
Stop it. Go game.
Cause Lou was ready for that smoke, baby. The Queen wasn't gonna do nothing to Lou.
Man, Lou wouldn't even want to smoke with AI when he stepped over him.
Yeah.
So stop it. What are you gonna do with LeBron?
And you see how Kobe made him pay. He said, "You gonna step over my boy? Okay, that's it. Y'all not gonna win another game this series." And they did win another game that series. We made them pay, baby.
You see what you said? You said Kobe made him pay.
Well, Lou was too young. Lou was too young to get the revenge. Kobe had to get his revenge for him.
But what I'm trying to say, John,
it ain't like
you need a head coach like Tyronn.
And he did it, baby. Damn.
Get the Hawks in shape.
Okay,
there's no hope for the Hawks, Ron. No hope.
Now, let me throw some more wood on this fire.
Throw the curveball.
Forward, John.
No. Winston
you got the billions, and you're going to be the coach.
It's got to be the high heat, Winston. Now, and the reason why I'm saying that is this. Okay, now we started talking about Caitlin Clark's contract, and we ventured on over into the NIL deal, as well as what men's college basketball needed to do to get back into prominence. Now, we have a bad problem in the NBA because of the fact that people are leaving early from college to come into the NBA or the G League kids. Because these people, and I'm not going to stop in going back to where the problem started. I'm not going to stop at college, high school, and AAU, and all of that. These people are not being taught the fundamentals because there are players in the league right now making tens of millions of dollars that don't know what a pick and roll is.
Right.
And John, they making it worse because now the Queen want to put his old sorry son in the league too. Like, man, are you crazy? That boy needs to stay in school.
Thank you.
If I was a head coach for, example, for the Hawks, and I draft you, you will not see the court no time soon. You got to work out every day, twice a day, before you look at the court. I feel like these kids that think they supposed to be on the court. If you don't know the game, if you don't know the basics to a jump shot to set up somebody else to get a point, why should you be on the court?
All right, now don't get yourself fired, Ron.
Yeah,
a lot of times. Yeah. Well, Ron, to your point, a lot of times these people are coming in to save the franchise. They coming in to save the franchise because of the fact that they have a little talent and you need that person, and you're gonna just run them out there on the court and see what happens. And see, that's what happened with JJ last year. They stuck JJ out there on the court last year. He looked like he was just as lost as anybody could be because he didn't know what to do. And then
he couldn't find water.
That's my point. Right there,
man, look.
That's my point.
Yeah. And
I expect how my head coach taught me. If you don't come early, and if you don't leave late, and if you don't work out 3 times a day with us, you're not finna see the court or the football field.
True.
If you don't know the basics, I'm not finna risk my job for you.
Over you. Yeah, no. I'm not risking my job or the team's success. Over you. That's to make you happy.
No, that means you got to sit down. You got to sit down and learn from your teammates. You got to work out.
And see, Ron, the bad part about that's the bad part about it, Ron. And you're absolutely right. The bad part about that is that the basic, see, when you come into the league, you're supposed to have the basics down pat, okay, for your position, know how to pass, know how to shoot, know how to post up. The basics about basketball you're supposed to have before you come in the league. Your scouts for your teams are supposed to be watching you to see whether you have those basics. But they just bringing these people on into the league with not knowing nothing.
Right.
Not knowing nothing. And I blame the scouts too.
Right.
But Ron, and I'm gonna be quiet after I say this, has the desperation for loading stars into or loading people onto teams made the scouts lower their standards because the team itself lowered their standards for what they want coming in.
Right.
It's what the game is giving out.
That's why you need to fire all the people you got scouting these kids. You need to fire their ass.
Okay, but here's the problem though. Well, hold on. Let me also bring this up because we're saying we need a coach that is going to get these guys accountable. I'm saying it too. But now here's what I'm going to say. You've got owners that don't know how to own, that don't know how to look at their coaches and go, I want a winner. I'm sick of this crap. And so, and then you got, look at our owner. We got an idiot kid or son that's going to be like, Daddy, I lost my hat. And then, the owner's like, all right, son, well, we'll make sure and keep Trey. The best thing probably is to trade Trey. But are these guys going to be willing to do it? Because of money. Because you know how these guys are now. They've exposed themselves. They are cheapskates. They are the snake oil salesmen. They're going to pee in your face and tell you it's raining. And I'm telling you.
Let me ask y'all this then.
Yeah.
For the Atlanta Hawks, who is y'all Rich McKay? Because if you got
okay. In what job are you talking, Winston? In what job? What Rich McKay job you talking about?
What John trying to do?
We really behind the scenes pulling the string because y'all got an owner just like the Atlanta Falcons got an owner.
Ron, I was trying to hide it, Ron.
Somebody else is back there sitting there doing some shiesty stuff. Who is y'all Rich McKay?
Honestly, they'll say Kyle Korver. They would say Landry Fields, but I don't think it's those guys. I don't think it's those guys.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. No. Kyle Korver. Kyle Korver is the other general manager, isn't he?
Or something. He's like player development or something.
Yeah, he's player development or whatever. And see, now what has happened? That's just become a title. That's just become a doggone title for somebody to just have to be there.
Right. But once again, Winston, You gotta get all those knuckleheads out of the front office and bring in somebody that really care about basketball.
Well, as long as your owner doesn't care about basketball and all he care about is making money, it's not going to happen. Because if you
that's
need
why you don't
if
get the bullshit.
you need a top to bottom cleaning,
Mm-hmm.
the head of the snake got to shed the skin first.
Right.
So if he don't sit there and pull the trigger to cut everybody that's beneath him and actually rebuild it the way it need to be rebuilt, it ain't gonna happen.
Right. That's why
Y'all need
I just said.
y'all need a Belichick type coach to
Right.
come in there and get things straight.
That's why I just said. I just said. If you go get like somebody, a Tyronn Lue, somebody
Lue
from San
Lue not
Antonio.
leaving LA.
Yeah, Lou ain't
Man,
leaving.
why don't they? What about Jeff Van Gundy? What about Jeff Van Gundy?
No.
The Clippers about to open up a new stadium next year.
All he's going to do is complain about the league.
Right.
No, the coach that y'all need is Mark Jackson. Y'all need to go get Mark Jackson.
Man,
Mark come
you're
in
not
there.
getting
There you go.
Mark
Why I just say-
Jackson. He not
Why I
coming.
Mark will come. Mark will come and y'all
Yeah.
offer the job.
Right.
No,
And let
he
him
not
build-
getting
and let
hired
him build
again.
his roster.
Don't you think?
Well,
You
okay,
think other teams?
Let me
You
say
think
this.
other teams had wanted Mark Jackson? So he
Let me
forget all those other teams and come to the Hawks.
let me say
God.
this. Let me say this. Could Mark Jackson work under these conditions? And that's the problem because
See, I would feel bad for
anybody, I mean, anybody that would come. See, this is the thing. This is the thing. Y'all thought that back in the day when Ballmer owned the Clippers, you thought that was bad. This is worse.
Yeah.
This is worse.
And see, John,
This is
they don't be
worse.
thinking about that when they calling out these names. They got first. You got to think whatever name you call out.
Yeah, and the reason I'm talking about this, because see, the thing is, yes, I would take a Mark Jackson also because he was the one. He was the one that really put Golden State together.
He put them together.
He was the one that put Golden State together. And the only thing Steve Kerr is doing is just riding the wave, just like
he is the best
just
coach
like
available out there. But he's blackballed. If Mark Jackson was available, I would have been said go get. I would have said Mark Jackson for my Lakers because you think I want Darvin Ham over Mark Jackson?
I would say this.
Yeah, man, you love Ham.
I
hate Ham.
I would say this. If we all heard this before, money talk, bullshit walk.
That's the only time I like it.
Well, hey, Ron, so you right, but there are some situations that people. I mean, we are right now. Now look at what we are right now, Ron. Look at what we are right now. We have given away 2 first-round draft picks. Okay, we done gave away 2 first-round draft picks for something that we didn't need. Okay, and these are the kids doing this. These are the people that performed the coup to get rid of Slink. They did this. Okay, now Slink said, "Hell no, this is too much to give up for Murray. Even if you got Murray, that was too much to give up for him." And then you had the dumb boy. You had the stupid idea that you were going to have a point guard that's smaller, and then a small, I don't know what the hell they're trying to call him because he's not a shooting guard. He's a point guard. You're trying to change him into a doggone shooting guard at his height. Then you got the smallest power forward in the league. Right. You got the oldest center in the league, just about. The man came. I mean, it Ron.
And don't ask him to break a bone.
See, and see, the thing is, Ron, and this is the point that I'm getting to. Mark Jackson would demand that you blow this up. But Mark Jackson would demand that you blow this up. But will that general manager, Landry Fields, will the owner's son, president of the franchise, will they listen to him? Because see, really, Ron, I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm gonna be quiet. Really, bringing Mark Jackson or somebody of note in here is just like Belichick going to the Falcons, because they know we don't. These people that you got here right now in the front office pulling the strings and calling the shots. They don't know nothing about basketball, how to evaluate talent, how to get talent. I wouldn't look. These the folk I would never take to the car lot to go get no car, because they would get swindled right in the right in the finance office.
You go to the limit.
I'm gonna say this. Remember that movie? It was a black head coach went to a bad basketball school.
Coach Carter.
Coach Carter. Read that Coach Carter right now. Read Coach Carter. This Coach Carter. We terrible. I guarantee if you go get Mark Jackson, I guarantee in 2 years, 2 years, 2 years, Mark Jackson will come in, clean the bullshit out, and make these players want to get better.
They won't.
Because if you look at,
and you might be right, Ron, but the thing is, your ownership group is not going to give him that power to do that.
But if Mark Jackson go before, Mark Jackson needs to go in there and sit down and be like, look, if I come, y'all got to let me do my job.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. They're not gonna let him do it. They're not gonna let him do it.
Then we're still gonna be terrible.
Yeah, and that's the problem. We're the Hawks. I mean, it's like this. They don't want to get good. They don't want to be bad. They like being in the middle. They like that money. You know, Steve Coonan, we have a beautiful facility here. Look at everything. It glows in the dark when you sit. We can swag surf. Let's swag surf, Mike Bell. Look, we got beer. Eat a cricket. This is what you hear on the radio. Okay? And here's what I'm saying.
They're not trying to win.
You've never heard we're going to get better. We need to elevate this roster. These guys aren't cutting it. You've never heard anyone give anyone to be accountable on this team.
Right.
And I just said, how many years have we had this core? And no one has gotten better.
But
think about it, C-Dub. We won 60 games in 2015. You didn't get better from that.
Yeah.
We went to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021. You didn't get better from that. We had the number one seed in 1993-94. You traded away Dominique, and you didn't get better from that.
Let me throw this at you.
Don't capitalize on things. They don't even capitalize on their mistake success, because that was a mistake success in 2021. They don't capitalize on anything. You always have morons in charge when we have the right pieces, and then when you have the right GM, you get rid of him over some damn emotional bullshit. So, I'm saying, it just
When I think of the 2021 playoff series that we had, one phrase comes to mind: smoke and mirrors. It's a fraud. Because what do they do? Every time you listen to Coonan, every time you listen to Wrestler, well, we had that run in 2021. We really had that run, and we believe we have the core. You don't.
That was a mistake, Ron.
You don't. Once again, when that was like Dan Quinn. I was hearing Dan Quinn when, we just need to embrace the suck. No, you suck. We don't want to embrace you. We want to choke you. This is what we're dealing with the Hawks. We've got idiots running this.
I remember, and I know John might remember this. John, do you remember when they were passing out Hawks tickets for free?
I
remember that.
They used to come down to my dad's barbershop and, hey, anybody want to go to the game? Y'all gonna go?
What?
They just leave them.
No.
They would just leave them.
I think I was at Everyday High School. They came to our high school and they were like, They were like, "Do anybody want to go to the Hawks game?" It was at the end of the year. It was two of my best friends. They whooped that dude ass for coming up there with no damn tickets. They said, "You take these damn tickets and shove it up your ass, and you better leave the fuck out of here." And the principal was right there. The principal was like, "Hey, what you want me to do about it? Y'all suck ass."
Avondale wasn't the
They should be
nicest
better.
place either. So
He
I don't
lied.
understand why.
That was we are
the
talking about
Braves,
Avondale.
So,
The Braves used to be the same way.
And the
Because
Falcons.
guess what? Yeah, hey, guess what? Guess what, Ron? The same man was the general manager for both of them, Stan Kansas.
right.
Oh
So-
God, I wanted to choke him out.
So
The same owner too.
yeah,
Hold
I
on.
give it.
But
The
hey,
same general
John, at
manager
least the Braves
for the
figured it
baseball
out.
team with the same general manager for the basketball team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Stan
Believe it or
Kansas
not,
was
it
running
happened.
both of them into the ground.
Ted Turner owned both the Hawks and the Braves for the longest.
Yep.
Ted Turner owned both of them.
Yeah, I remember that, but I mean, I'm not a Hawks fan, so
No, we got
I know the history, but I don't know the history.
Unfortunately,
Oh yeah,
I was born into fandom.
So my point is,
How is a baseball general manager gonna pick talent for a basketball team?
Thank you.
ding, 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 ding.
Same fool that traded Dominique.
Winston, he trusted that man. He trusted that man as a friend.
Rich McKay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It was
He
like
trusted that man. Ted Turner. Now, see,
That
the
was
thing
his
was,
Rich McKay.
see, the thing was, Ted Turner was
Got a ring
a great owner. He was a great owner because he was listening. Okay, he would hire people to do the job for him, just like any other head coach would do. But these jokers took advantage of it. They took advantage of it. They took advantage of it. Because see, I remember Ted Turner got so mad that he fired either relieved, something happened where he relieved the baseball manager. He went down there and managed the team himself.
Yeah, I remember that too. My dad made fun of that one.
My whole thing.
Man, they need to make a move. They need to make a movie on that man life for real.
Oh man, Captain Outrageous. Captain Outrageous was something else, man. And I remember this girl. I remember this girl that I knew that, you know, he would come down and speak to her all the time or whatever. And I used to tell her, hey, if the boss is speaking to you, you need to parlay. You need to parlay something out of that. Shoot, now, you know, even if y'all got together, I wouldn't be mad. I'd leave you, but I wouldn't be mad about it because I know you trying to come up, you know. Hey, because and I mean, Ted Turner with CNN Center and all that stuff down there. Oh man, hey, it was jumping downtown on the corner of Spring and whatever that street. It was jumping down there.
But
you know,
my whole thing is, we were that bad that nobody want to go to the house now.
Yeah, we know.
And that's what I mean. The fans, we need to talk up. And what I mean by talking up, stop going to the house now.
I agree, but
it's gonna take. Well, now wait a minute. Let me ask y'all something. Right quick. You, New York. You remember when Isaiah Thomas was a coach?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And who was that owned the Knicks then that the fans protested? Did they ever get rid of that dude?
No, James Dolan's still there.
He's still there.
Yeah, they just try to hide him a lot more, and he's just a wing.
Yeah, exactly. He stay in the background a little more.
Oh, okay.
This the same guy. This the same guy that kicked out Charles Oakley out there.
Yeah, right.
That would be a guy I would love on this team.
Well, once again,
like an assistant coach, man, he would backslap somebody.
Oh, but once again, how about get Isaiah Thomas?
No.
He was a terrible coach.
No. He ain't that. No.
Isaiah Thomas was a terrible coach.
Yeah. Not only that, he would continue. No. He would continue babying Trey because he loves himself some Trey. He will not coach him hard. I'm telling you right now, he won't. He won't.
Trey needs somebody. You know somebody else would be halfway decent. Phil Handy.
Yeah.
Phil Handy.
Yeah.
Phil Handy will be all right for y'all.
But
Phil
what-
for one, he's going to drill the fundamental
Yeah.
into whatever team he's coaching. He's going to drill the fundamental.
but what I'm saying,
The biggest.
Look.
Oh, go ahead, man.
look what Isaiah Thomas did with the Pacers back in the day when they went to the finals for the first time. He helped put that team together. Y'all don't remember that?
They got beat by the Lakers. I'm sorry, I don't really remember.
Hey,
much
they
of the
got
Pacers.
They
I
got
don't
there.
really look. I was never a big Reggie Miller fan. I just kind of looked at it and I said fluky. But yeah,
I know
got
that,
you.
but they got there.
Dumbo, I wasn't a
Yeah.
big fan of.
Yeah.
They got there.
And see, I had said, and a lot of people disagree with me, but you know, that's your right as an American. I had said Mike Fratello, when they rebuilt this team, and what's his name? Lloyd Pierce was the first head coach.
Mhm.
I would have said I would have put Mike Fratello out there, because the thing was, the Hawks needed some grit, and the Hawks needed to learn how to play defense back then. And see, Mike Fratello is one of those types of people that came out of the Hubert Brown mode, where even though he was the shortest man in the whole arena,
You ain't lying.
you know, it's just like them little chihuahuas. You know, never
Now,
will bite
John,
you,
how
but
did he-
they'll show doggone make a whole bunch of noise. And the Hawks needed that back then.
John,
That's
how did he
what
get
I
that?
was thinking about.
How did he get that nickname, the Czar?
The Czar the Telestrator, because
He was
who
really good at
hired him?
going through
CBS, was it CBS or
I thought it was
ABC
TNT.
hired him?
It was TNT.
Was it TNT? Because TNT used to have basketball game. And what he did, you know, the Telestrator was a new thing back then, where you could draw lines on the TV and write stuff. You know, because John Madden used to do the same thing. You put a seal here and then whap, and then this man go here whap, and he was draw all over it. And so that's why Mike Fratello did the same thing. That's why he got the nickname the Czar. He's the Czar of the Telestrator, not the Czar of coaching. Don't get it twisted.
I thought he got it while he was coaching the Hawks.
Oh no, man! Look here. He used to coach the Hawks. Look, hey Red. When they stood up for the national anthem, he stood up and never sat down from the national anthem all the way to the end of the game, because this man will be out there trying to coach fast breaks, running up it, you know, and he would always be crossing the line. They get him for a tech because he'd be running up there trying to coach. Pass it over here, pass it over there. No, why'd you do that? Why? And man, he didn't have a problem cussing out anybody on that team.
What?
On the sideline. Because, man, I mean, he cussed Dominique out. He cussed Kevin Willis out. He cussed everybody out.
And Kevin Willis
that's just the way he was.
Kevin Willis was a badass.
I remember he was the coach when I first started watching. I just think he was a crazy little man. I was like, man, what's wrong with him?
I remember Kevin Willis
Anger Smurf
came to Avondale High School, and he was in the living room. I mean, in the lunchroom. And
they got him. They had to throw Avondale High in there, didn't he?
Oh, he's going to.
My dumb ass said, "Who that black motherfucker on the wall right now?"
Did you say "excuse my French" when you said it?
No.
Excuse my French. Who's that big black?
I was the shortest one in there.
Yeah, and he probably said, "Who is this little short little, you know what, talking trash? Son, I mess you up."
He came to me. He said, "Son," he said, "Did you really just say that shit to me?" I said, "Yeah, I will say it again." He said, "I like you. You got balls." I said, "Well, I don't like you though. You such."
Man, I like Kevin Willis.
Right now, Ron, you just had a death wish when you growing up.
For real.
I did. I did because I did not care.
John, Ron would walk up to anyone. Who the fuck you think you are?
That's why. That's why I don't want to see him in public because he gonna cuss me out the same darn way.
I will maybe 5'9", weight a buck 50, soaking wet. He came to me. He said, "Did you really just say that to me?" I said, "Yeah, I will say it again." He said, "I like you." I said, "I don't like you because the Hawks sucks."
See,
if you start winning, I like you.
Hey, Ron, you know what? Ron, I used to tell people about the Falcons. What you just said is the same thing I used to tell people about the Falcons. I said, now, it used to be a long time ago when, okay, you had a child sick in the hospital, they depressed or whatever. The star from the football team would come and visit. You know, you had some juice, the star from the football team would come visit. What's Johnny? I heard you're down. I came here to cheer you up, Johnny. And I said, now, if any one of the Falcons were to come in my doggone hospital room, we're here to cheer you. Get the hell out of here.
This is why you losing. You care about people. You ain't playing.
Hey, Ron, the doggone heart machine would go.
I've been looking at my doctor. Hey, John, I've been telling my doctor, can you pull the cord?
Yeah, John, that's how I would feel if LeBron walked in my room. I mean, baby, yo, get your look. If you don't get out of my room, you piece of.
Hold on. And then when he shuts the door, Red's like, okay, they're not listening. I love you, LeBron. You awesome, man. You really
right.
You the best, man.
Like, you could have bought anybody but that cloud up in here. I said, bring somebody I like. I want you to cheer me up, not make me mad.
Listen, back in the day, the Hawks and the Falcons were bad.
But yeah, you're right. Any of them players, unless it was a weekend we won. Dion probably the only one I would have let come in.
Right. So the Hawks used to be everywhere. Avondale Mall, South DeKalb Mall, and you be like, motherfucker, I don't care about you.
Zoo Atlanta. Oh man, they had them in Zoo Atlanta one time when I went.
You be like,
well, now I used to play from time to time. I would catch Dominique over there at the Low Drive, playing in the gym over there. You know, we would play together, man. See, Dominique was holding back. I'm just gonna tell you, Dominique was holding back because, man, him and Mike Glenn. Anybody remember Mike Glenn, the Stinger?
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you something. He used to run a hearing impaired basketball camp out in Decatur. You talking about somebody that could get a jump shot off quick and had those nets folded back up under each other 2 or 3 times. Chop, chop, chop. I mean, man, I have seen him. I tried to guard him or whatever. I got him one time because instead of, a lot of times when you're trying to block somebody's shot, you try to go at the hand. Where they're releasing the shot, but there are very few people that can shoot straight up. They have to shoot at it at various angles. What you have to do, you have to go up to where the ball is going to be to get them. And man, I got him one time. I was happy because that was the only time I could get it. But that joker, man, you talking about somebody that could shoot? Woo!
Now, how tall is Glenn? About 6'4"?
I think Mike Glenn was 6'5", 6'6". 6'5", 6'6". If I'm not mistaken, he might be red, but but he was taller than me. I'm just 6'2".
But back in the day, the Hawks and the Falcons were terrible.
Yeah, the Braves too.
The Braves got good in the 90s.
Yeah, you're saying the Stinger, right? Mike Glenn the Stinger, all right. 6'2".
Yeah.
6'2". He's 6'2".
So, he was 6'2"?
Yeah. You must have been wearing his pumps.
Man, I was
Georgia, 175
I must not have gotten the 6'2" at that time then because, man, But I mean that Joker could fill it up. I mean, man. But Dominique, as far as playing against him, nobody else on the team. He was the only one on the team, really. Because he bring some folk from his neighborhood, and then he just get on the team with some people, man. And I mean, Dominique would just show out over there at the low drive, man. I mean, it used to be packed when anybody knew that he was coming, or some people called, "Hey man, Dominique over here." And it was the same thing. It was the same thing at Run and Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
When Run and Shoot opened,
that was my spot.
When Run and Shoot opened, I was the 5th person to have a membership there because I was watching this place. I was watching when they were building it over there. And that first court, anytime any team was in town, they come over there. They come over there Friday night, right before the game, whatever. That first court right there in front of the glass.
You walk in, right there.
Yeah, that first court. That's where all of the so-called ballers were. I played over there once or twice, but man, my game wasn't nowhere near what it needed to be in order for me to deal with them jokers. Them jokers, man. Because who man?
They got
David Robinson came in there. Let me see who else. What I'm trying to think. What year did Run and Shoot open up?
They got one on Memorial Drive, right there.
Well, wait, now wait a minute, Ron. That one over there on Memorial Drive, that thing had poles in the middle of the damn floor.
Hey, I didn't say.
Ron, you always trying to get somebody to come to the east side.
Man, he is pimped in Avondale.
For real, man. Nobody trying to come over there and get shot.
Well, not when I was there. So.
He's like, Avondale, baby.
Hey, did you hear about Candler Road? Did you hear about Candler Road last night? That's what's going on over there. Y'all didn't hear about that gas station shootout?
No.
I did see a shootout on YouTube.
Yeah, that was it. That was Candler Road.
Where Buddy dove into had them old light color pants on and dove into the stove.
That right there.
That was it, John.
Never
It was like multiple cars. It was multiple cars shooting at each other.
Right. It was a Jeep. It was a Jeep and a Honda. Honda pulled up and the Jeep was already at the gas at the pump.
That was Run neighborhood, Candler Road, baby.
That my stomach ground right there.
Man.
Hey guys.
And I mean now Buddy leaning out the window with a doggone AK.
Right.
Shoot one shot at the time.
How did he not get hit? What I'm thinking is, how are they missing? How they missing?
Location.
Hey, Red, I've seen 2 jokers down on Auburn Avenue at the Rib Shack with 2 Saturday night specials shoot at each other 6 times and miss, and they ended up throwing the guns at each other. And then got to fight.
And still miss each other.
I challenge you to a duel.
Now that's some naked gun shit right there.
Hey.
I accept.
Hey.
One shot, both of y'all are shot in the air. Ain't got nothing but time on your hands.
Winston, they're shooting their guns. Hold on, Winston, they're shooting their guns. They can't kill each other. So they throw them at each other. Then they go, that's right. That's it. Let's fight.
Hey, Keely would be insulted by these guys.
I challenge you to fisticuff.
Hey, look, I thought I was looking at an old episode of Superman because you remember they used to shoot Superman, bam, 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 bam. And he's standing there, and then the Joker throw the gun at him, and he ducked.
Hold on. He doesn't insult him by catching it. He just goes, yeah, no, not
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, C-Dub, we didn't even look at it. We didn't even notice it until my daddy said something about it. He said, well, wait a minute. Why is he ducking the gun when they throw it at him?
Logic.
And I said,
it makes sense, man.
I didn't want to know why was Richard Pryor in Superman 3.
I will tell you,
man,
that's one of my favorite ones.
That's when that movie
It made it.
franchise was
He-
headed toward the pit. Then it was
It
headed down. It was headed down.
It wasn't like an award winning, but it was cool to see it because people, got to know who he was. But yeah, man, it was cool. I like that. Guys, I need to dust these eyes off and pass out. So because my medicine's kicking in. So
you taking meds to be on the show, C-Dub? What is the problem here?
He said
it's called the Atlanta Falcons, it's called the Atlanta Braves, and it's called the Atlanta Hawks.
Hold on now.
I used to
the Braves in this.
Trust me, they get my goat too because we could have upgraded our team. Nah, what do? We we'll just do this. We got a great pitching staff. Oh, wait a minute. Our young gun just went down.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm with you. I'm with you on that because, the pitching. I already got on AA for that.
I have said we should have gotten the best pitching, not settled. But no, these turkeys want to go get old guys and pay them $20 million.
Oh, turkey.
Oh, God.
Yeah, now to be fair, that Lopez guy. That Lopez guy's doing okay now.
Yes, Lopez, but I'm talking about old Charlie. That's going to get knocked out.
I'm with you.
Charlie,
I'm with you because Strider, depending on Strider, that was a mistake because the dude's size and the way he pitched, you got to have a backup plan.
Well, it's not even a backup, but if you're, it's like this: you got a guy locked in. Make sure Fried's either locked in. Make sure you go get a guy. No, they don't do that. They go and they're relying on someone that's old, and I'm sorry, Charlie. Can't remember his last name, and I really don't care.
Charlie Moe. You keep spending $20. I don't understand that $20 million on him at all.
Oh,
you can get two guys for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, y'all should have did something last year before we went into the playoffs.
Thank you. The trade deadline.
That's what got us over last year. The year that we won the World Series was making moves before the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody saw those folks.
Can't everybody be the Yankees, man? You know what I'm saying? Can't everybody be?
Come on, Winston.
I'm just saying.
Y'all ain't winning almost 10 years.
Hey, now, Winston.
Who got more championships?
Well, y'all do. We know that, but come on.
Look, y'all winning back in the day. Wasn't even a color barrier when y'all was winning some of them championships.
The only color that we worried about is the color of those diamonds on those rings. That's it. We got two.
What happened that year? What happened that year when the Florida Marlins were trying to dismantle the team with the cheapest payroll in the league?
Y'all got beat by the sorry ass with a 90-year-old, damn 100-year-old manager, and damn whatever that manager's name was.
Man, I never will forget that. I think the Yankees had the highest payroll
once in his life.
I think the Yankees had the highest payroll in baseball and got back the cheapest team.
And the Marlins had the cheapest.
Yeah,
I never thought I would see that happen.
Wait a minute. Was that the Marlins or Tampa Bay? Was that the Marlins or Tampa Bay?
That was the Marlins that beat the Yankees.
Yeah, because they had Jack McKinnon. Yeah, they had Jack McKinney.
Jack McKinnon. And they had Pudge as the catcher.
Hey, look.
They were looking like Major League.
Players mess up too, man. Players mess up too. You know,
they were looking like Major League. Great catch. Don't ever fucking do it again.
I'm still laughing at y'all got beat by the Arizona Diamondbacks in the World Series in Game 7, man.
It don't matter though. When you got enough of those things, you can cover your hands, both of your hands up and your toes. I mean, ain't too much more you can sit there and say about it. Can you do that?
Yeah, y'all got excuses for all y'all losses. Braves, we coming, baby.
Hey, look,
we coming.
Sometimes we trick up.
I want y'all to make the World Series. I want y'all because we owe y'all. We owe y'all for 1999.
Oh no! We did that to ourselves, Red. Yeah. We did it to ourselves.
96 and 99.
Yeah, that's right, Peter. 96 we did to ourselves. 99, they took advantage of us, John.
Cause see, wait a minute. What series was it? What series was it that we beat them 15 to something here and didn't win another game? Was that 99 or 95?
No, that was 96.
That was
96.
96. Yeah.
So they
okay.
swept us in 99.
Yeah. They beat our ass.
Former Braves manager.
Are you sure Bobby Cox
Braves
ain't coaching this team?
Joe Torre.
Sitting there trying to swallow your food before you chewed it up good enough. What happened? You choked.
Whatever. Jim, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Jim Leyritz happened. Jim Leyritz happened. That's what happened.
Hey man, potato.
Yeah, that's good. Let's move on. I'm gonna have more gray hair by the end of the night.
Well, gentlemen, it's that time again. Time for us to turn the rest of America loose so they can go to bed and go to sleep and possibly get up tomorrow and go to work. Those of you who are working.
Hey, John, you want to answer that question? Huh?
Oh, what question?
Oh, that's right. What y'all want to do?
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm down. I mean, I just gotta make sure I'm free, but I can make sure and
that's up to y'all.
Oh, okay. Now y'all remind me so I can take the day off. That's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
That's next week.
All right. I'll probably take. I would go in, but since we're gonna have a special show, I'll go ahead and take that day.
Or take that Friday.
Ooh, man.
No, we're gonna do the first round draft, right?
Hey, wait a minute. We are important now. Red gonna play hooky. Red gonna play hooky and take off.
They know. They probably not gonna be surprised. Huh? They probably gonna be like, "Oh, it must be a game or something on Red. You take it off." So your attendance record look like he got the measles on it with all them red marks.
It's like
John, hey, I had supervisors. They looked at their phone like, "Oh, if I took a day off, I wanted to leave early." They be like, must be a game or Falcon playing tonight or something. They already doing it.
Hey man,
don't worry about it. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm glad I had supervisors like that over the years.
Hey, that's man, cool. you lucky. But Red,
I don't take no BS days off. You see what I'm saying? So you save them up for when you really need them.
Oh,
I remember those.
So,
days.
What y'all doing this weekend, Red?
Well, besides the retirement part, I got to go to. I'll be on 11 a.m. Red and Rev. Oh, it's Dr. Rev now. Red and Dr. Rev Sports Show, 11 a.m. And during the week, y'all know where to find me. Waffle House, Atlanta Bird Gang, I Test. Thank you once again, John and Winston, for having me tonight. Sorry, I got here a little late, but got to make that money first. But y'all know, Red 24/7, baby.
Yes, sir. Ron. What's up with you?
We just did Talk Your Ears Tuesday, so this weekend I might be on Pops and the Henry Brothers show on Saturday or Sunday. I don't know.
Whenever they hit record.
I don't know.
Yeah, on them. So.
Dang, were they on last Saturday? I must have missed them.
No.
Well, we'll stay tuned. How about that? We'll do. We'll stay tuned. We'll stay tuned. All right. CBD. And C-Dub, I know a little bit about what you're doing this weekend.
Yeah. It's gonna be a busy one because I've been going back to the wrestling broadcast world again. So, by the way, thank you guys so much for being a part and also helping out. And thank you for letting me be here because of the fact that it's actually helped me rebuild my confidence to be on the shows. So, we got I do Saturday shows at 1:00. It's an open forum for wrestling. And I don't know how I did it, but apparently I was able to get a hold of John Chuckery from the 92.9 game.
My man Chuckery.
Yeah.
He does. You got to introduce me, man. That's the guy right there.
After you get done with the Doc Rev and everyone, you come on over because at 1 o'clock
Okay.
we're going to be talking wrestling, and we got Chuckery, and basically we're just going to talk WrestleMania, his thoughts on everything, and also because I don't really know what happened with 92.9. I don't know if he's still with them or not. So, we might ask about that, but we're gonna just at least.
I think I heard him on earlier this week.
I hope so because he was one of my favorites. He was the only favorite I had, so at least I can cuss.
I got my rant from him.
Yeah, I mean he's awesome. But all right, and I was that he actually said let's do it this Saturday since it's fresh. I'm like, all right, cool. So he's coming on. We're going to talk WrestleMania and just the state of wrestling. And like I said, we'll talk some Falcons stuff too. So I might even ask him about the backstabbing situation with what's called Kraft and Belichick and see what his
we got to talk. If Chuckery on, you got to talk some football and some baseball.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to get cussed out because then I'm going to cuss and then we just, YouTube's going to make it all one long blur. But also and Tuesdays around 5 o'clock, I get on and I do the Raw and SmackDown review. I review both SmackDown and Raw with my co-host Jerry Nims, the Lone Wolf, who actually wrestles, and also Ladarius Brown, my co-host. So that's been what's going on lately.
All right.
1 o'clock Saturday.
1 o'clock Saturday. I'm gonna try to get up, old man. I got fighting.
Oh, come on, John. You want to at least get in there.
Man, no, man, shoot. If I had known my knees were gonna hurt like this after playing basketball, I never would have took up the sport. Good God Almighty.
No, we call that arthritis.
Yeah,
I got that in my back.
Among other cuss words, I call it. So, ladies and gentlemen, hey Winston, you got anything, boss?
I just want to thank everybody in the chat coming through, kicking it with us, keeping us whole. Shout out to Atlanta Bird Game, Big Low Country, Dixon Way, especially Dixon Way for their raid. Much appreciated. Uncle Steve Lounge, 95 North Sports Machine, that's Berto and Smitty, A1 Forever, and a host of other content creators. Keep grinding. However we can help y'all, we're here for.
All right. I too want to thank all of the Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta Hawks, Atlanta Braves content creators for coming on, and all of the people, such as C-Dub that's doing the wrestling or whatever. I'm gonna try to get over there. Red, you and Ron, Wallace Smith, everybody. I didn't see CC Diva tonight. I am diminished. But I'll try to find out what's going on with her. See why? And old troublemaking Tonio coming through. Appreciate you coming through, Tonio.
And Mr. Keeley.
And Keeley. Oh yeah, Keeley. Don't be a stranger, Keeley. We gonna still pay.
Come on in the house, man. The heat on. Come on in the house.
Yeah, come on in.
But shut that door. I ain't heating the whole neighborhood.
We ain't trying to heat the whole neighborhood.
Shout out to Miss B too. If y'all don't know who is Miss B, go look at Miss B channel.
Yeah.
Miss B ATL.
ATL.
Look up on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Definitely.
She's coming up with some real good content.
Definitely.
And it's bad to back. You keep pumping it out.
Oh, also shout out to the Crush Network, Maceo and the crew. We ain't forgot y'all too. Erica, Melvin Peaks, Emmanuel Glaze. What Crush Network? More content creators, local too. They got the inside scoop with the Atlanta media. That's what I love.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna check him out.
Winston know who I'm talking about.
I might need to talk to him. I might need to talk to them ASAP.
Yeah, my man
Find him on
Maceo.
Facebook.
My man Maceo. He was on Super Bowl press junket, man. He had us all. He was all going live during the whole week. So
I might need to talk to him then.
yeah. You know,
All right. Well, show grades for the night. I'm gonna start with Red. Red, you get an F. Ron, you get an F. C-Dub, you get an F. Winston, you get an F. And I'm gonna take an A. Now, when you go on the curve, it flips all of the F's to A's and the A to F. So that's why we gonna end up that grade now, because this is Atlanta public school grading right here. And so, like I say, I'm just here to straighten out the curve. I'm doing the best I can with what the little I got.
Trouble. We got a little trouble with the curve.
Yeah, hey, and it always get me. I don't know what it is. It must be because I moved out of the school area, but hey, such is life. Such is life. But gentlemen, whichever way the grade goes, we couldn't do it without you. Couldn't do it without you. Appreciate your input. Appreciate you guys coming through and contributing as you always do. And
hey, John, look at the last comment.
Huh?
Look at the last
comment. For Atlanta, F for Falcons.
Hey, man.
Thank you, Ray.
Hey, shout out Ray for the comment of the year, man.
That's great. I love that.
Boy, I'm gonna make sure I got my drink ready for next Thursday. So when the Falcons go on the clock.
And you're absolutely right. Whatever it is that you need to do, whether it be drinking, smoking, or shooting up, the draft is next week.
That's right, baby. And I'm telling you, it is gonna be some disappointing folks if they thinking what I'm telling you they thinking, and I'm telling them stop thinking it, because it ain't gonna happen. But they ain't gonna listen. So, John, we're gonna see the substance abuse.
We'll see.
Well, hey,
let's wait till next Thursday.
Yeah. And I hope they don't have that chair sitting on the stage and they show the person sitting in the chair what the pick is first before they come to the microphone.
Oh God.
You know what? I think next week gonna be the most entertaining show. Yeah, I just got a feeling.
Oh yeah. Well, they gonna provide the entertainment.
Exactly. I'm saying, us responding to it.
Hey, all we gonna do is gonna be just hey, Red. All we gonna do, look at Ray. Somebody gonna be hotter than a spoon in a crack.
On fire.
He right.
Ray, you crazy.
Wait till the Falcons get on the clock, Ray. Boy, it's gonna be some bubbles and some stomachs.
Hey, you remember that celebration? Y'all remember that celebration where everybody play hot potato and pass a bomb around and somebody drop it and everybody just go, oh!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's what we gonna do right after the draft, right after the Falcons pick it. Oh,
what's gonna tell the tale is when they sit there and say Atlanta Falcons is on the clock. They sit there and spin that camera around to the crowd, the Atlanta Falcons fan contingency, and they sit there and say, either we drafted this player or we traded back, and if we traded back, what did we end up getting? And their reaction. Wow, that joke will go crazy.
John, hey, John, you might have to go single camera on everyone on the panel just to get their reaction, like real quick.
Cause man, look,
well,
I'm hoping, I'm praying, but we'll see. And with that, gentlemen, I'm gone.
Bid y'all do, man. Thank y'all for
see y'all later, big dog.
Peace.
Out.
Yeah.